This is Plumber TV, live and direct. And today the topic will be who is a friend or what is a friend. In the way you want to phrase it, but yes. Because I have some bad experience a couple days ago where my sister in the needed blood, and I called up on some friends, some people that said we are friends for help to give blood, and they all, well, most of them said yes. They are the same blood type, so they're willing to go out and give blood. And at the end of the day when they said they're gonna do it, everybody said they're gonna go tomorrow, the first thing in the morning, but nobody never show up to give the blood. Some people lie, and the reason why I say it's lie because I know, because said the iron is too high, iron is too low, or one said the iron is too high, and they never go. Just say they never go. So I want to know, why would you make promises and you know you're not gonna fulfill it? Because of what reason? So if you want to call in, you can call in to hello, yes, I'm on the live. You can call in to my number. It's 876. Pin the number 876 8408839, and that's the number you can call in. I see. I was telling the friend of mine not to do that last night, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm online sorting out how to do it the right way. But if you anywhere out there in the world can send me a message, yeah, so you can call in, send a message. Oh, you're at work? Alright, no problem. But you can watch the live still. Just give a thumbs up. As I said, you can talk about whatever topic you want to talk about. Alright, I'll try this. Jump in and talk about this. Come over here, son of dog. Let's talk about this. I'll try this.
I'm gonna start me live already, man.
Then come over here, son of dog. You have to come back and sit down.
And I'm winding up, man.
This you talk. Go ahead. Come. So this is my co-host tonight.
That is a live.
Arthritis. Yes, it's arthritis. Yeah, it's on the live tonight, and we have two people watching on and off. So yes. So what do you think, arthritis? Why does Jamaican, or is not Jamaican alone, do that? We make promises that we know we can't fulfill. As I said, my sister was in the hospital. My sister is still in the hospital. She have cancer, and her blood count is very low, so she needs blood to build her blood count up. And I called upon some friend, as I said, to help out. And they all make promises. Yes, first thing in the morning I'll be there to donate blood. First thing in the morning. And until today, nobody show up. Nobody say anything. Do you don't think I have a right to complain or to curse or to say something?
Well, true, because if you have a person as a friend, if you can do something, you tell them, or at least if you make a promise before, you at least call back the person and say, boy, because of such and such reason, can't make it or something like that. But instead of just leave the person hanging like that. You know,
Yeah, you make,
so,
and definitely you're not gonna.
yeah.
Okay, like one person said, um, don't believe in on giving blood. That's his main thing. Don't believe in on giving blood, but he was the first person that said, um, how I should put it, that yeah, he gonna be the first person to go in the morning and do it. And somebody is of the same blood type and they're gonna be there in the morning. And then that person called me back after a week later, he called me back and said, "Oh, it's your sister." And I said, so I was upset. I was saying, yes, I have like 10 people promised me that they're gonna give blood, and not one of them show up. And why people is like that? Because when they need help and they call upon me, I move mountain to help them. But when I need help, I did. In fact, that person I didn't ask that person. That person volunteer to do it, to go donate blood. And then when that person called me back and I was saying, "How is my sister?" and I was saying, she's not doing good because her blood count still at 7.9 and need to be at 10. So I was saying why people make me promises and don't show up. So that person turned to me and said, maybe my sister was a horrible person to people. That's why people didn't go down that bad. But remember, I told that person that the people that say they're gonna donate, but they're my friend. Some of them don't know my sister.
Mm-hmm.
So how would that comment? If that person wasn't a wicked person or was not a bitter person, how that would come out of her mouth or him mouth?
Yeah, because you can't just judge a person because sickness is sickness. No,
But
no,
but but
matter
but
whatever.
but it's not. This is what I'm saying. I told that person that the people, them 10 people that say they're gonna donate blood, they're my friend. They wasn't my sister friend. Number one, my sister cannot talk to call her friend for them to go give blood if she have friend. Do you understand? So I didn't say my sister friend, I said my friend. People that I know, people that I help out in life. They told me that they're gonna go first thing in the morning to donate blood. And that same person told me that him gonna give blood to another person, he gonna ask another person because he know that they are the same blood type. But then a week later when that person called me and said, "How's your sister?" and I'm venting that why people do that. That same person saying that yeah, maybe my sister is not a nice person, so that's the reason why
So what that person know about your sister? That don't make no sense. After they already make a promise that they won't give blood, like that's just
and
excuse
then
me.
his point of view, he don't believe in of giving blood. He don't believe in of donating blood. So that's the reason why he didn't go. But remember, I didn't ask that person to
Mm-hmm.
go give blood.
Yeah,
He
you already met the
volunteered.
you already met the promise
Yeah, but
already.
he not even a promise. He volunteered.
Mm-hmm. And then afterward you come with an excuse. No sense to me.
You see any sense in
Yeah,
that?
no sense.
Because he volunteered to go. I didn't ask him. He called me and said, "I heard your sister in the hospital." And I'm saying, he said, "What wrong?" I'm telling him that, her blood count is low. She need blood. You understand? And then her comment is, his comment is, my sister probably is not a nice person to people, so that's why people change their mind. So, but that didn't have anything to do with my sister.
And that person one of the person who changed their mind. So
And he was the person that I didn't ask him because I thought me and that person was cool, we were friends.
yeah, they already volunteered.
He
So
volunteered that tomorrow morning he have a friend that have the same blood type. I know a person have the same blood type and he's gonna ask him and tomorrow morning they'll be there. So a week later when I didn't hear from that person, he called back and he said, yeah, the reason why I was venting, he said, oh, I know you're talking about me. And I said, why would you say that? But if it's you, it's you. You understand? Because I said I was going to give it and I didn't go. So if it fit you, it's you then. But I wasn't talking about you. You asked me a question. I sound upset and I said, yeah. Do you understand?
Anybody would have been upset.
Right. So think about what I'm saying. So, and that person called me a friend.
One way street friend.
So that's what I was saying. I don't believe in friend. And he said, yeah. He said, yeah, I believe in friend. I said, no, you're not a friend to nobody. Because if you claim that me and you friend, and you told me that means you're a friend to nobody. You're just a bitter person.
Because at least if you come with I excuse from before, I said, well, don't volunteer then. If you know you're not going to do it, don't volunteer for something.
Yeah, Trev, I see you. You understand what I'm saying? So, so that person think I'm blowing out of proportion because I don't know if those people don't have believe that they don't believe in giving blood. Maybe they have a condition, maybe they're on medication. I didn't want to say it to me, but why volunteer in the first place?
Just say it from early that well, you can't because of such and such a reason, or well, you don't even have to give a reason. You just can't.
Yeah, I just don't say anything.
Yeah,
Don't, because I didn't ask them. They volunteer. They asked me. They said they heard that my sister is in the hospital, so they actually volunteered to go. And then the worst one is, oh yeah, my iron is too low, so I didn't, I didn't go. I didn't go because my iron is too low. How do you know that your iron is too low? You didn't go to the doctor. You didn't go to give blood, but your iron is too low.
That's an excuse.
So that's why I asked the question, what or who is a friend? Because, you know. So if you want to call in, you can call in the number. You can pin the number for me. The number is 876. I'll give the number. You can call in and we can talk about it. You can talk about it. So yeah, you can call in at 876-840-8839. So you can call in at, you can pin the number on the live. Yes, Chev, I see you. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I put the number in the talk. So if somebody out there wanna call in and to talk about it, why do people have to make promises when they know they're not gonna do it? Just tell the truth in the first place. Just said I am not gonna do it. Just don't make promises and you know you're not gonna do it. I don't feel no way if you can't do it. So I pinned the number. It's on a Christopher TV. That's the number you can call. It's in the chat. All right. Yeah, so anybody out there in the chat want to call in, you can call in at on WhatsApp. You can call in on WhatsApp. Sorry, you can call in on
Yeah,
WhatsApp.
what's up, me?
Yeah, it's a WhatsApp call only. WhatsApp call, it's 876-840-8839. So yeah, so the question is, why I don't know if it's just a Jamaican thing or it's universal. I don't know, but probably I'm wrong. So if it's a Jamaican thing, somebody out there can tell me. Um, yeah. No, you gotta call them. What's up call? Oh, shit. Hello.
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 Yeah, Mama.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good.
You know the number you know the number you say you put in the chat is not there, right?
It's not there.
No, it's not. Then you
Uh,
put it under the Christopher Plummer
it's.
because it's not in this chat that I am in right now. The chat where I'm looking at you.
Oh, it's not in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought I. Oh, I see. Thought I put it in it. It's not.
So I don't even know which number is this I called you on. I just called you out of my phone.
Yeah. Well, there's a number. It's a WhatsApp number. You can call on WhatsApp. It's 876-840-8839.
840-8039. So what happened to this number that I'm calling you on right now?
Yeah, but this one is a WhatsApp number, so that's why I use it for WhatsApp.
But I'm calling you on WhatsApp right now.
From the same number?
And I know which number. Just a number on my phone. Just a number in my phone. Say plumber, and I call the number. Let's see. No, this is not a 876 number.
Yeah, this is the original number.
Yeah, this is the original number.
Yeah.
Alright, since I'm on the phone already, let's talk on the original number.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Talk to me, tell me what's going on. Hello to your co-host there.
Yeah, his name
and
is...
those in the chat. Hello guys in the chat, how y'all doing?
That's arthritis. That's Dr. Arthritis.
Dr. Arthritis. That's Dr. Arthritis.
That's my co-host today, Dr. Arthritis. MD, Dr. Arthritis.
Okay, alright, Dr. Arthritis. Alright. Alright, I see Blessed One in the place. Hey, Blessed One, while Rich is in the house. Also, Sister Irene is there.
Yes. Thank you to come over, while Rich.
Welcome, guys. Thank you all so much for the love and the support.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do the thumbs
yeah,
up.
so talk to me now. I heard you were talking about
Alright,
your
yeah.
sister.
This is about my sister. And so my sister is in the hospital, you know.
Right.
And right on your phone. And yeah, some people reach out to me and said, and they hear about my sister, so what's going on? What's happened? So I explained to them what's going on with my sister, what happened. And they
oh, blessed. So blessed one, say, how comes you didn't greet her? So greet her, please.
Blessed one, yeah. I see you. Yeah, but
Okay, you gotta call their names out.
I was just in the topic, so I was going back over after to call out, so to reach out to you
Okay.
people. But I was just um talking about what's going on in the topic right now because
Mm-hmm. So don't miss out on the people coming in.
yeah
Don't forget to welcome them in.
yeah yeah. So this is what happened. My sister have cancer
Mm-hmm.
and it spread to probably 80% of her body.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear.
So
That's so
they try
sad.
to prolong her life by giving her chemo and radiation and stuff. But her blood count did get very low, so
Mm-hmm.
they try to get blood. People donate blood to give to her. But because our
Mm-hmm.
blood type is like 15% of Jamaican have it, it's not a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
have it. So people reach out to me and said, "Yeah, I heard what's going on with your sister, and what can I do to help or whatever." So I said, "What's your blood type?" And so they said, "Yeah, they are the same blood type." So they're gonna go over to the blood bank
Blood bank. Mm-hmm.
first thing in the morning to donate blood. And I said, "Oh, thank you." And
That's a nice gesture.
yeah, at first it was a nice gesture. And another person said, well, there's like six, seven, around 9 to 10 persons said to me. And I'm not really angry at them. What I'm angry about is why you know in your heart that you're not gonna go and give the blood. Why you actually make promises that you're gonna do it, and you know you're not gonna do it, because how I know they know why I come to that conclusion, because after I talked to one of them, he said to me that he don't believe in giving blood, and if he's sick and gonna die, he not gonna and blood's to save his life. He don't need blood.
Oh.
But
Oh.
he was the first one that
I promise.
that
That I can see that as being very heartbreaking, because if he comes around and he promises you, then you have your hopes up that, well, yes, he's going to,
and then
and then
yeah
he just
yeah
dashes your hopes by
yeah
saying, oh well,
yeah. So
by the way,
I'm here happy
I
now
don't
that
give blood. Like,
yeah.
seriously, when did he remember that he don't give blood? After he promised it?
No, because after he called me like a week later, and I'm venting and
Let's just be honest and say from the beginning, say, listen, I'd love to help you, but I don't believe in giving or receiving blood. End of story.
yep. So that's where I started venting and said what's going he called me like a week later and said you sound upset. I'm say yeah. There's 10, 12 people promised me that they're gonna donate blood to my sister and not
They're
one
gonna
of them
help
do
you,
it.
yes.
And then said probably my sister was a horrible person. Maybe that's why they don't do it.
Oh,
So I said,
what an ugly thing to say.
that's why I get mad. That's when I get mad now and say, what are you talking about? Because number one,
Exactly. What an ugly thing to
the
say.
people that promised to give blood, they don't know, they're not my sister friend. So that shouldn't be in the argument in the first place, because
that should not be brought up, because sickness is for everybody.
Right.
Whether you're good or you're bad, chances are you're gonna get sick.
Right.
Can't use that against people. That's cruel.
But not even that. Not even that. If you're gonna use it, not even that. The first thing I said, my friend. They're my friend that promised me, not my sister friend. Because maybe some of them, they don't maybe see my sister once or twice, and because of me.
Okay.
So it shouldn't have nothing to do with my sister. Do you
Right, they should
understand?
just do it out of the goodness of their heart.
Yes, but in case they doesn't have a heart.
Oh gosh, some people are so cruel. LM in the chat says a friend should be honest. I agree with you, LM.
You gotta read the
Everybody
message.
should be honest, not just a friend. But when you
Okay.
expect something from a
That's all
friend, you
right.
expect at least
My friend should be
honesty.
honest.
No, that's what he said. So
I said it.
no, okay. Oh, that's you. Okay. Um, yeah. So to me, it's not about honesty because you already know. You already know that you don't believe in giving blood. It's not something that come over in 1 week because
Mm-hmm.
I think I heard that person say it before.
That you don't believe in giving blood.
Yeah, I think I remember maybe a long time ago I heard that person say it years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it was surprise to me that man, is a real friend when he said, yes, first thing in the morning, I know somebody else and we have the same blood type and it's O negative. We're gonna go over to the hospital. We're gonna donate the blood. So I said, damn, that's a real friend because
Mm-hmm.
they change their mind. So I don't understand where in that is funny or where
Yeah,
in
now
that
you have
is.
to start sifting through the people you call friends.
So that's when that's how the argument come up that I don't have friend because I don't believe in friend because that's part of it now where I said these people are. I always said friend is not a good thing, but these people I call people that I know that I would think is my friend. That if they call and say they want a hand, I would cut off my hand, piece of my hand, and give them peace to for them to have piece of
Mm-hmm.
hand too. Yeah, that's that.
And if you want a finger, you ain't even getting a toenail.
Yeah, I would give my finger because I have an extra one.
You
See, I have two. See, I have extra one.
So you have enough to share.
Yeah. So I
Well,
will give
that's
an extra one.
good.
So yeah.
Hurting people.
So so now I look like I'm the bitter one because I was venting, you know.
No, you're not bitter. You're angry and you have all reason to be. And then all you gotta do now is just cut those so-called friends loose. Yeah. You gotta cut them loose. Say, you don't fit the bill. You don't fit the script. So you gotta go. You can't continue to call those people friends.
But that's what I'm saying, you know.
Now they're gonna say you're angry because they didn't give your sister blood. Well,
Right, yeah,
that's not the reason.
yeah.
It is the principle.
Right, because
Or lack thereof. Yes, it is the principle.
as I said, they don't wake up overnight and say they don't believe in giving blood.
Exactly. So you knew from a long time ago. So since you knew from a long time ago, you don't offer.
Right, don't volunteer.
Exactly.
Because I didn't ask you. You asked me what's going on with my sister, and I tell you, and you volunteer to go give blood. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. And since you volunteered, you made me build up my hopes.
Yeah. So you
made me build up my hopes because you volunteered.
So you build me up and then
just dash me like that.
Yeah. And now my sister is in the hospital. Then somebody going in the hospital. My sister already know that if she don't get the blood, don't get the chemo. It reach a point where I don't know if it's legal or it's legal in Jamaica, where we gotta pay for blood. We gotta pay somebody to go donate blood. And I claim that I have friends or people that I, who I
just donated.
Yeah. And that's the easiest thing because your body produces a lot of blood. So you can give a pint and still make a pint a morning. Because the more blood you give, the more blood your body produces.
Oh my. And I know in Jamaica our culture does not encourage us to give blood.
Right.
You know, to have so that we can have a consistent supply of blood from people. The hospital.
That's why I didn't ask.
Yeah, usually it's family members and close relatives and friends who usually go down donate blood when somebody needs it.
That's why I didn't ask.
Right. Worst done. Exactly, blessed. You don't have to say such hurtful words. All you gotta do is keep it moving.
Yeah,
If you know you
I
have
just
no
don't
time
promise.
and your
As a
blood
blessed
is
one
good
said.
and you are able to give it, give it. If you can't give it, you just can't give it and you say, I'm sorry, I am not going to be able to help you in that regard, and you keep it moving.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
But whether the person is a good person or a bad person, how would that come in the conversation?
Okay, it shouldn't cross your mind.
Exactly. That should not come into your thoughts at all. I say, oh, maybe he was a bad person. That's why he died. Like, seriously? Everybody died. Everybody's going to die. Some people just people are in this world to cause misery. Some people come into this world miserable. They live miserable, and all they do is cause misery to other people. Because that is such an ugly thing to say. Why would that even cross your mind and it don't come out of your mouth?
Yeah. No. Hello. Hello.
Blessed says they have a blood drive at times, but the crime and accident rate cause them to use up a lot of blood, which is true. They use up a lot, but they don't get it replenished.
Yeah, because all right, this is what happened. The battery dying. They
No plug.
yeah, what is it? They have uh, they have they have blood. No, I think it's over there, small one. They have blood. But what happened is there's a lot of people in Jamaica that need blood. Yeah, it's a lot of people in Jamaica that need blood. So what happened? They call her and said they have blood because at first there's a lot of people donate blood who is not even the same blood type, but they said they would find blood to give to her. You understand? They would swap it out. So, but because a lot of people have that problem, so when sometimes they call her and say they have blood, and because she live in Westmoreland, and then she have to go all the way to Montego Bay to get blood. So then I would call her and said, yeah, we have blood, you can come today. If we can be here in like an hour. So then when half the way there, they would call back and said, oh, there's another person where their blood count is 3 and yours at 7. So we're gonna give it to that person. But so that's where most of the problem is. You know?
Oh, so they're going through, they're picking out who they think need it more than the others.
Yeah. But if you go and donate it right away, like if you go like now and donate to Sav in Savlamar, then they actually would just give it straight to her because you're there.
Right. If you're there, you donate it right away, then they get it right away.
Yeah. So, yeah, you get it right away. I decide. So So that's why it would better if you go to Sav because she's in Sav right now. That's why it's better if you go to Sav to do it because they said they would give it to her right away. But and that's where it is right now. But before she'd have to go to Montego Bay, and then it's not a certainty. Even though she give 27, people donate around 27 units of blood. Yeah, but because they said other people is there that need it more than her, so they're gonna give it to that person. That person gonna get first preference. You know, and that's where most of the problem is that was at first. You know, until they get real bad now.
So now they don't have any blood at all?
Not because according to statistic in Jamaica, she's only the 15 percentile her blood type.
Of the persons who would survive even if they got the blood?
No, her blood type. Just her blood type.
Oh, the blood type. The blood
Yeah,
type.
her blood type I think it's O negative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So her blood type is O negative. So there's only 15% of Jamaican. 15% of Jamaicans have that blood. So that's where the problem is.
So that is the problem.
But I won't have any problem, if you call to say, "Oh, I heard about your sister, and sorry to hear about that." I won't have no problem with that.
No, you don't have any problem with
The
it.
problem is when you call and said,
You promise and you make everybody's hopes go up, and then all of a sudden
you volunteer. Because I didn't ask you, you volunteer. And then you didn't show up.
yeah, that's no good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's no good. That's no good at all.
Yeah.
You say, say YouTube is something else.
What's going on?
I posted a video. YouTube told me. No, let's talk about your business. YouTube is acting down.
Yeah, answer back. So I don't know. Probably I'm too because of my sister's situation. I'm probably sound angry or what. So I don't know. So probably that's why that person say I'm just bitter. I'm just negative.
No, you're not bitter. You have all reason to be angry. You have all reason to be upset. And I don't know people on this word, people on this bitter word, they just throw it around. Don't be throwing around that bitter word. I don't make nobody throw it at you. You have a right to be upset, because I would be upset. You forget that Jesus got upset and kick over tables and match up stuff and all them things. So it's a valid emotion. I'm gonna be upset too because when you're looking at your sister and her illness, you would love for her to get well.
Well, we know she's not. We know she's not gonna get well, but it'll prolong her life at least for a year or two. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's not wrong to look forward to that.
Yeah.
And if somebody promises you that they're going to do it, you expect them to do it. Now, if they come around with some cockadoodle story, start telling you after they have promised you, then
it's not the only cockadoodle story.
Not your friend.
It's not the only cockadoodle story. I understand that. It's when you said my sister is not a nice person, so that's why.
I'm saying such an ugly thing.
Yeah.
Saying such an ugly thing.
And people actually know my sister know that's far from the truth. That's like a million miles away. Yeah.
Boys are so unkind, I tell you.
Oh, the reason why you're not saying the number, I think YouTube take it out.
Oh yeah, because you can't put number in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't put number in the chat.
I could put it in the description.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh boy.
Hold up 1 minute. Hello? Huh? Yeah, you're on YouTube live. You hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah. Say on YouTube live. Yeah, on YouTube, we're talking about friends. Like, who is a friend? What is a friend? Alright. Then you can call up after. Alright, then you can watch what we're talking about and then you can call in and fill in your point. Alright. I think the number is in the phone. So yeah. So right now that person said I'm not a nice person because I curse him out.
No, then you're not working for them to call you nice. You express your emotion, take it or leave it.
But it's not emotion, it's
Yeah, you tell them how you feel. And
no, but it's how. You understand? It's like
they violate you, you say how you feel, end the story.
yeah. So I don't see where I'm wrong, you know? Because it's easier for you to say, you know what, I'm scared of needle. I never give blood before. I don't even know my blood type. Yeah, that's easy than said. Oh yeah. You know the reason why I go give it, but the doctor said my iron is too high, so that's the reason why I didn't give it. Which that's not true. You understand?
The doctor lying to you.
No, you know, it didn't go to the doctor.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you don't go to the doctor when you're giving blood. You go to the blood bank.
I'm making up stories just to get out of it.
Yeah. And they actually draw your blood and give you a slip before and test your blood. Do you understand? Yeah, they just don't come and say, "Oh, look in your face."
You don't just drain the blood from one person to another. You have to test the blood.
Right. It's not where you're gonna sit beside me and they're gonna pull it out of my arm and put it in your arm.
I'll put it in yours, exactly.
Yeah, that's that. So yeah. So they actually take your blood. You know? So I don't get why people do it. But I see worse anyway, but you know. But, I don't know. Probably because of the stress where I'm going through, you know. Yeah, so probably I don't see his side. I'm gonna see my side. You know?
So you think maybe when your head clear up, you might think differently?
No. Because I have the same head. It's very big, so it have a lot of room. It have a lot of room in it. But I just want to know if it's just my what do you say now? If it's anybody else that out there that go through this problem, if it's just my experience only, you know. That
I haven't had any experience like that, but I've had friends who have turned out to be backstabbers. People who I thought were friends who turn out to be terrible backstabbers. I just cut them loose, keep it moving.
And you still have friends?
I do have friends.
But-
I have friends, but I'm very limited. I'm very limited on how close people get to me. And you know, when I say friend or that somebody is my friend, there are still limitations.
Okay.
Yeah, there are limitations as to how far I will allow you to go with me
Okay.
and how far I will go with you.
Yes, blessed one, that's true. So if you're on the live and go over to Blessed One and subscribe to his channel.
Blessed one on our channel.
In our channel, I go over to Chev.
Let me tell you who is in the chat with the channel. I see somebody named Tres Kenzie. I don't know that person, but there's a real face there.
Yeah, it's Dr. Arthritis.
Yeah, that's my daughter.
Oh, that's you, Dr.
Hi, Tristan. Reese.
It's Dr. Arthritis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you say, Arthur? What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Put in your opinion about that. What do you think about
Wild
that?
Rich is a content creator.
Yeah, so go over to Warrich and
Yes, Wild Rich is a content creator.
and leave a comment and message and he will follow you back. Yeah, if you're a content creator. So what do you think about that, Arthritis? What do you think about friends? Cause you have a little experience with some friend there too.
I've only by experience, you know.
Yeah.
All different kind of friends.
Yeah, but one of them, Dr. Arthritis.
Tell one. Yeah, tell
Too
one.
much.
No, just share experience about one.
I'm too much. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's one. Because Arthritis is going through right now with a friend, He's like a leech sucking off Arthritis back.
I suck off arthritis.
Yeah.
That sounds like good friends.
Oh my
Sometimes
gosh.
you just cut them off and move on. That's the greatest.
Just cut them off
Yeah,
and
just
move
cut them off and move on. The greatest thing is to know,
Yep, the greatest thing is to know. I say when you don't know, that is the
That's what
problem.
I'm saying. Only your friends can hurt you. Anybody can do that.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Yes, may I tell you, it is the truth.
that's
May I
the greatest.
tell you.
But I don't
Just to
want
know.
to sound bitter. You can have
Reality.
people that you know, people that you hang out with, people that you socialize with. But to me, a friend is when you call upon that person for help, it's supposed to do the same thing that you do for her. Like when he call you for help and you give him a helping hand, he's supposed to can do the same thing for you too.
Supposed to.
If you can, just try to do the same
I'll
thing.
try.
Yes. But don't
Right?
make promises that you
I'm not
know.
wait for those things anymore.
Just don't make promises that you know you're not gonna fulfill. You're not gonna do none at all. You know from get go. You know that you're not gonna do it. So why would you make a promises and you know that you're not gonna do it?
Sometimes the heart is willing, but the flesh is weak. But in the case of your sister, it's not just heart willing and flesh weak. That sounds like some acts of cruelty, just by the fact that that person could have made such an ugly statement.
Right. And
Right, then you know that they are coming from a very ugly place in their heart.
yeah, and that person don't think they are a bitter person. They don't think they are very malicious.
That was a bad thing. Just like Blessed One says, someone is free to break a promise, right? But to say such an awful word about the sick is just out of exactly.
But listen, if I would understand if me, Chris, go over to you and said, can you do this for me? I'm putting on pressure on you. I'm begging you. I'm pressuring you. and
Yeah.
you just don't want to let me down, so you just said, okay, yeah. But even that is bad, but I can understand that. But when you volunteer,
Mm-hmm.
do you understand? And
Yes.
you know in your heart that you're not gonna do
So you're
it.
not gonna do it.
That's what hurt. You understand? I mean,
Right.
yes.
And then when you build up my hopes and I'm waiting for you to do it, and then that's when you come up, you say, well, oops, I just remember that I don't give blood.
But I'm wondering, Arthritis, you think it's a Jamaican thing?
Why? It would be kind of unfair for me to say it's a Jamaican thing, but based on I've mostly experience with Jamaicans, so um, I couldn't generalize based on my experience, but Jamaicans stay so. So as a Jamaican, you only can judge on that
Alright, as a
perspective.
doctor in Jamaica, how
As
often do you
that's
go?
Jamaican
How
thing.
often do you go through that?
That's the
Very
arthritis.
often.
Like out of 100 people, what's the percentage?
Why?
It's a from a love percentage, man.
Well, for me, other person's more lucky than me, you know.
Miss,
Yeah, others maybe more
Mr.
lucky
From
than
a
me,
love
but
percentage.
for me,
Because I learned
for me,
from a very young age that
90%.
that match don't lie, you know. People
Yeah,
lie, but match
for me,
don't lie.
85 to
Yeah.
90%, you find is like that.
But why? Why do we do it?
I guess think maybe it's the culture and the mentality. Is yeah.
But my problem, if somebody asks me something and I said no, or somebody asks me something and I said no, then I hear the next day, oh, the boy Chris wicked, him a liar, him a this, him a that. Me ask him for this and he saying, and you know saying, have you?
Mhm.
What?
I think it's just the mentality of the people. We just have one backstabbing mentality. I don't know.
You
I
think so,
don't know how
Trev?
to explain.
Huh?
You think it's a blessed one? Do you think it's a backstabbing mentality?
You know, some parts in Jamaica, some people in Jamaica
Yeah.
have that backstabbing mentality. Cause me don't know what them gets out of it after they promise you something and then they turn around and not give it to you, not fulfill their end of the bargain. Some people find pleasure in that, and I don't think it's a Jamaican thing. I think it's a cruel human thing.
All right, this is
Because
this.
only cruel people do that kind of thing.
All right, this is my experience with people who's not Jamaican. To me, they will tell you that they can do it or they can afford it or they actually they can do it or they can promise me 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But even when a Jamaican no, it's impossible, they can't do it. They're gonna tell you
Mhm.
yes.
Because people know their capabilities, you know, they know what they can do and what they can't do. There are some things that they will do and some things that they won't do. Because if somebody is in any kind of a position right now and they call me and they say, Trev, you know, I'm having some financial problems. I'm going to ask you to borrow some money. First of all, I'm dead broke. I can't lend you any money. If I can find myself with $20 and I can give you 10, I give it to you with no expectations of it being returned.
Yeah.
But I refuse. I am not lending. I'm not doing any financial favors for anybody with the expectation of being repaid. You saw that went with for me last time. It ain't happening again.
You know the reason why I have a
You
strong
gotta
belief.
learn.
The reason why I have a strong belief about friends.
Give all them
I
this
I have
something.
I have people that I really close to. I don't call them friends, they're more like family, even though we're not blood. I have a lot of people that I would if I have the last dime and I can help them, I help them. But I'm not talking about
Well,
those. I'm not talking
well,
about
that should make me rethink because I have one friend I told you about that friend when I was in Miami and I had absolutely nothing. When I had absolutely nothing and I started school, I came home from school the day. The
But
first day I went to school, I came home, the house was empty. The man moved out everything and gone about his business, saying he not going to help no woman go to school because when they finish school, they're going to leave him. And the man move out.
Doctor,
I
I'll
come
try
home
this
to the
out.
empty house.
You have the
I
same
come home to the
mentality.
empty house.
Is this
The mentality is the truth.
is his brother?
It's not,
Is his
no,
brother?
not like
Is
that.
it
Not like that.
What was his last name? What was his last name? What was his last name? What was his last name?
No,
Is his brother?
you like use statistic. So I'm gonna use it one point. No, another statistic. 98% of the time, that is the case.
What happened? What happened?
More than 98, 99.
What happened? What?
0.9% of the
Right.
time.
Right.
That is what going to happen.
What happened?
After the man helped the woman through school, the woman is going to leave the man.
Alright, but make I tell you what I see out there.
It's a fact. It's not a man being bitter or it's just like it's a gamble.
You're wrong, and he's wrong.
I'm not saying you can't be wrong, it can't be the 1 out of a million.
Alright, most ladies that go back to school, they go night school, don't they? What I see.
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it.
No. What I see from people like you that say that when the lady gone to school, because the lady got to work in the day, go to school at night, you guys go down and cheat and the lady find out and left. And then you blame it on the lady. Oh no, you have your doctorate, you have your nursing degree, you're gone.
No, not like that.
But that's what I see.
No, sir. Not like that is the hard
But-
1%.
No, it's more than
No, my stance on that is if you help somebody, help them.
But it's not a help.
With what is it then?
It's your wife.
That's an investment.
It's your
It's
wife.
not an investment,
Yeah, it's your
because
wife.
that's why I said don't do it, because most man is going to take it as an investment, and it is not an investment because you're building up yourself for a disappointment. So don't take it as an investment. If you are well off enough,
do it as a gift.
but how can you give $20 when you're only earning 25?
But before she goes,
It's not a gift.
listen, before she go to school, remember now.
Mm-hmm.
Before she go to school, she gonna come and say, arthritis. My school fee is 20,000 a year.
Exactly.
You make 45,000 a year. Alright, so as a doctor you make 120,000 a year. You know that you're gonna have 100,000 left over. We probably pay tax out of it, so you probably have 70,000 left over. So you're not losing.
How much case is how much case is that is majority of the case.
But if you're making 30,000 a year and the school fee is 20,000 a year, you can't do it.
Then that's what I'm saying. It is not an investment, so don't do it.
But if she's worked and she can find, say, 15 and you can find 5. Yeah, in the end, if you two live together and said she get her education, get her doctorate or whatever, nursing degree or whatever, and she working on nurse, she go from making 40,000 to 100,000 or 80,000 a year. Then you don't have to struggle now to go on vacation because she can help. No, you can take your kids on vacation. You can buy the nice car you want to buy. You probably can buy the dream house you want to buy. You know, you can live the lifestyle that you want to live because there's 2 income instead of 1.
That is the dream.
Yeah.
That is the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I said, dream?
No, it's not, but it's reality. It's
It's the dream. But the reality is, you have to bear in mind if you cannot afford to do it,
Yeah.
do not try it as an investment. If you can afford to do it, then yeah, because I always tell people and people always said, well, don't I said I give what I can afford to lose and I lend what I can afford to lose. I'm not going to give you something and look back for something in return or lend because especially for Jamaican people, they lend and give mean the same thing. So whenever you lend somebody something, you partly say, boy, you're giving them. So if you can't afford to do without it, don't give it then. Because it don't make sense you give it and then you're gonna sit one side and murmur and then in the long run it go cause problem. Don't do it. So that's why I said if you can't afford to do it, don't do it. Because 99% of the time.
So what if you can afford to what if you can afford to do it?
Yes, if you can afford to do it, do it. That's what I'm saying. If you're earning $30 and it go cost 20, don't do it. If you're earning 100 and it go cost 20, yes, in all you can do it because you can afford to lose that. It's just based on what you can, because most of the males that do it cannot afford to do it. And that's why they do it.
Because
alright, talking about equality now, if the roles reverse, the woman would never do it.
Well, I never heard of a woman.
Never heard of a woman. Never. Why is it different?
I never heard of a woman that pay for a man to go to school.
I've never heard of it.
Do you ever heard of it?
Never in my lifetime.
Hold up there. Hold up there, plumber. You forget my story, huh?
Oh.
You forget my story, huh? Let's get in the chat. We can't ignore the people in the chat. Let's get into the chat. Don't say blessed one say say Jamaican. Say some JK. Some Let's see. Blessed one said it's for many reasons. I don't make promises. I use a lot of problems with people at church. I sleep on requests and think about it first for it's a very hurtful thing. Blessed said to build up people's hopes and then say no. That is no good. I agree with you. Blessed said sometimes you honestly for whatever reason may not be able to fulfill the promise. That too is true.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Ellen May says maybe if you are married, it would be an investment in your family. If you are just dating, then that is a risk.
No. Even if you're married,
it's still a risk.
Even if you're married, I think most people that do it is married.
No.
No.
Nope. Most people, majority that do it is
Chev,
that is not.
were you married?
Remember
when you were doing it, were you married?
When I sent my husband to school.
No, when you sent it to school.
My husband nobody ever sent me. No man ever sent me to school.
Well,
I sent my husband to school.
Oh, so were you born as a lady?
What do you mean by if I was born? I can't question.
Well, there's a first for everything.
Because I never heard it.
Never heard
You're the only lady I ever heard of doing it.
Never heard of it.
Well, there's a first for everything, so no, you have heard.
Wow.
But I did. First, I was bamboozled into it, and then after I was bamboozled into it, I willingly did it, you know.
Wow.
But you see how that turned out.
But so what do you think after this?
Mm-hmm.
You just cut it off blank. So suppose you're married.
Mm-hmm.
And your wife want to go back to school. Say she a nurse and she want to go back to school for 2 years to be a doctor. Yes. To get her doctorate. What you just said.
As what I said,
if you're married, alright. If you're married, I can afford it.
It does whether married, single,
No.
dating,
Listen.
the rule for me is the same, and the same thing apply. Affordability. If you can afford to do it, do it. And if it's not going to cost you pain and problematic in the long run or whatever. Because I feel so,
I'm
it's
gonna
not
walk
an
away
investment.
for 10 minutes and your arthritis continue till I come back. 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So continue arthritis. Get read those. Read out the name.
It's not an investment, so it's not something that I advise. Well,
To me, it is. It's not an investment, it's an investment. What do you say?
You know,
Well,
yeah, you invest in an next person, yes, but it's not something
It is an investment.
Yeah, it is an investment.
It is an investment. If you are in a marriage and you see where if your partner gets a better education, then life would be better for both of you and for your children. I think it is a risk that is worth
it's
taking.
a risk because there's no guarantee really.
But there's no guarantee.
Yes, there's no guarantee. So
there's absolutely no guarantee that the person is going to fulfill their promise.
Yeah, you can't treat it as if there is a guarantee that yes, this is because there's no signed contract or anything. It's just the other person just have a moral obligation. So, but not everyone. Not
and
everyone
you know that a lot of people, when it comes to moral obligations, they don't have none of that.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So what are you gonna do? I mean, I wouldn't want to. I regret it in a sense, and I don't regret it in a sense because in my heart, I would not want to be the one sitting there and knowing that I can help you, and I don't help you, but yet I lay down beside you every night and tell you I love you. I wouldn't be that person. I wouldn't be that person. So even though it's disappointing and it was really unkind and really cruel, I still don't. I'm halfway in between about regretting and not regretting. If you can understand me. I want to regret that I did it with that particular person who did not deserve it. But it's a part of me.
That's the funny thing about experience.
For somebody I love.
Yeah. If you don't do it, you don't have the experience. You never know what will happen in the future.
Exactly.
Yeah. You won't know. So that's why you still have to be cautious because that's why you say you can't be beside the person knowing that you can help. And then you don't.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah, if you're a good person, you're going to feel some type of way.
Yes, I couldn't do that. But
it's still,
and then I know you need the help. And together we are supposed to be sacrificing for each other and making sure that we are building a better life that we talk about, that we dream about.
But on the other hand,
enjoy together.
On the other hand, the person that you're lying beside, if the roles were reversed, would that person do the same for you?
That's the thing. You will never know if the circumstance never arrives.
You know when you're gonna know that? When it's too late. That's when you're gonna know that.
Always.
That's the worst part of it.
Always when it's too late. But it is a risk, and I don't beat up myself too much for being the good person that I am. And I'm not going to take responsibility for somebody else's rottenness.
Yep.
You know, I refuse to live in that place.
Yeah. Just as Blessed One said, if you are very rich, yeah, but if you're gonna sacrifice, as I said, that is a sacrifice that I won't encourage nobody into. To me, there are a lot of things there that you can invest in, both of you, just to see them invest in some kind of business. If the business take off and all right, and You can support
But if you
each other.
invest in the business and the person wants to leave, you still have to go give half. If you invest in their
Yes,
education
but in
and
that
they take
case,
education and then them run away,
in that
so
case, the
six one
half.
half dozen the other.
In that case, the half that the person will be getting would be a deserved half because they work for that half. So it wouldn't still be any bother because they had work in the business, so maybe they wouldn't deserve really half, maybe 1/4 or something, but still it would be better than you sacrifice and work your hard-earned money and you're gonna invest more than what you spend on yourself or everything else in the other person, and then that person just up and leave when everything good on their side. So it's kind of, I don't know. That's why I said it's not something that I would encourage anyone to do, really, if you cannot afford to do it.
Well, I would encourage anybody that if they find themselves in a position where they have to invest in their partner's education, that they get it on paper.
Yep.
Get it
Yep.
on paper so that when that person
No, we agree.
work more money, they will be legally expected to pay that money back, or you sue them, make them pay that money back, because people are too unkind and cruel. And it is because of these reasons why too we have an increase in prenuptial agreements, because you see people want to come into marriages with nothing. And because they see with 2 little pieces of dough, they want to come into the marriage with nothing. They want to steal what they can steal, take what they can take, and then when they're leaving, they still want half and more.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. So that is why prenuptial agreements are so prevalent these days, because so many times people come into marriages with nothing, want to take everything, and the other party is blindsided and ends up losing a lot of their assets to this person who had nothing.
Who did not make any sacrifice.
Exactly.
And it is unfair.
Exactly.
It is unfair.
It is unfair.
That's why most of the time I wonder why judges don't look into that aspect of it, because a person should deserve his half. It's not like it shouldn't be hard and fast written in stone that you should get half. There's nothing that makes no sense.
Yeah, but remember,
you shouldn't just get half just because. Say that again.
Every state has their own laws when it comes on to divvying up marital property.
True.
Because if you in Florida, they don't care who cheat, they don't care who was unfaithful, they don't care what happened in the marriage. Once divorce is on the books, they're going right down the middle.
Which is unfair.
Which might be unfair, because one party could be sitting there doing jack squat, but now they want a half, while the other party has worked their butt off and made a lot of sacrifices to accumulate what they have. While in other states, there are other states that sees like cheating and that sort of thing, that bears some weight on what you get in the divorce. So if you are the one who has corrupted the marriage, you're going to pay dearly, you know.
But not just
punish you like that.
Not just that. What if the one of the party had most of their wealth before getting into the marriage?
And you don't have a prenup, you have just sacrificed half of what you have worked hard for.
Well, that's the thing too. That I think with or without a prenup, the other party don't deserve half. Because you should get half. You should get half of what you work for. If you didn't, say for instance.
That is why you should put things on paper.
But sometimes in love, people don't, like, for instance, you're on a person in love and said, all right, you're going to get married. They don't, if most persons, if they suggest, all right, it would, let's get a prenup or that, they would be like, no, you don't love you don't love me, or
Well,
some.
if they
You
don't want the
understand?
prenup, I say don't marry them.
So, something like that. So that will reach a lot of persons.
That's what I said. That's what I said after arthritis. If they don't want the prenup, do not go into the marriage.
True. True.
I could see why somebody would say the prenup. It seems like, oh, because you don't love me or something. But remember, they say the person you marry is not the person you divorce. Let's get back
Yeah.
into the chat.
Yep.
The
Yep.
person, blessed one, so the person can get a loan which you probably would help to repay. No, well, let them get a loan from the bank or somewhere.
Yeah, that's a better idea.
Yes.
That's a better idea.
LMA says, I like the loan idea.
Mhm.
That way, if they leave, they are still responsible for the bill.
For the-
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's a better.
But
And if
also, Blessed is talking about getting a loan, like getting a loan from the bank.
Mhm.
The person may not even be able to get a loan from the bank.
yeah, that's the problem most of the time. The person that want the loan most time cannot get a loan. So it's the other party most of the time would have to take out the loan.
Yeah, so that is why you go get a lawyer, sit down in front of the lawyer, and you say, listen, I'm going to invest in this person's education, and it is going to cost X, Y, Z. We're putting it on paper, we're getting it signed here, because if when the divorce, when he is finished, or when she is finished, she wants to leave the marriage, then she will have to repay. Because nobody not invest in a partner for somebody else to reap the benefit.
True.
So if somebody else has to reap the benefit, then I think it would be only fair that you repay that money.
That money, yeah.
If nothing else.
Yep.
If you don't repay anything else, I think it is only fair that you repay that money, because it is because of that person's sacrifice why you are even now attractive to the other person who now wants you. Because that person probably never wants you when you never had anything.
Yep. That's what happens in most cases. Because most of the time, after the other party goes to school, and then they decide, just as Blessed One said, they decide that the other half is not good enough for them, or they are out of their league.
Exactly. All that sort of finding faults.
Yes. All kinds of other faults and all kind of things.
And
So I think it's
know
best.
they want to leave the marriage. Now, when you want to leave the marriage, you can leave the marriage, but what you should be forced to do is repay the money. And especially if they never spent any time in the marriage after they got after they got that education.
Because most of the time, the person that gets the money didn't have to make much sacrifice.
Didn't have to make any sacrifice
at all.
Didn't have to make any
the person that makes all the sacrifice did not or won't reap any of the benefits.
Them just sit down and go spoon in their mouth.
And some men will say, oh, well, I have a child with the person. Your child maybe still won't benefit.
Make it worse.
It still maybe won't even benefit too. So it's still a bad investment.
Exactly.
So it's not like old time days. No, everything has to be on paper. There have to be an agreement and a contract.
They put everything on paper, I say. Put it on paper.
Yep. That's the best way to go about it. I would advise.
Put it on paper.
That's why I was telling Chris that it's not something that I would advise anyone to do. It might sound cruel, but it's not all that. It's just facts, because people know it's not like people back in the days. It's not like back in our father and grandfather's days, our grandmother's days. It's a different generation, different type of people. So it's not really a good investment. People change as you.
I know I wouldn't do it again.
You wouldn't do it again, or you would do it again?
I wouldn't do it again.
All right. Alright. See, just
I
as
will not do that again.
I was saying, I've never heard of a woman who did. You're one in a million because you're
That
the
one crept up
first.
on me, and I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, you're the first case. So you see, it goes both ways. Both man and woman, it goes both ways. So is
All right, blessed one, you have a good one, my friend.
it goes both ways. Oh, blessed one is gone.
Yeah, blessed one, go and charge your phone.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen to me again under no circumstance.
Just as blessed one said, keep the money to school your kids. Yes, that's a better investment.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not a matter of a better investment or not, because some parents send their children to school and they still end up, their children don't turn around and don't look at them. They still end up at the mercy of the masses.
Just the same.
Yeah. So I said, put it on paper. If you have to, because sometimes you might say you love the person, but the person's package that they're coming with, you're not in love with the package, but you're in love with the person.
Yeah.
You know, so what are you going to do? Turn your back on your own heart, on the goodness of your heart,
and that's what
make yourself into a bad person?
Yeah. As what they say, love is blind, because sometimes in love you don't see like what our reasoning now, like you could reason and show a person the facts until your tongue drop out the head, as Jamaican people would say. They still wouldn't see what you're trying to say, because what they're saying is that they love this person, while over time they might not change, but the other person change. Or the other party might have an ulterior motive. They might see that, oh yes, this person can move me from point A to point B.
Exactly.
And yeah, whenever they reach point B, it's time to exit this partnership. That's basically how it goes. So it happens to a lot of people.
Yes, it happens to a lot of people. Most often you hear it's men who have invested in a woman's education.
Yeah. And most
the woman
of the
turn
time,
around and leave them.
Yeah, most of the as what I was telling Chris, it's not rich men who are doing it. It's men that can hardly afford to do it.
Yes, and that's what makes it even more cruel. Because if you don't want the man, why you take his money? If you don't want the woman, do not take her money.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, don't take the person's money.
And believe you me, these people know from the get-go. They know from something pops up, and they suddenly don't want you. They know from the beginning that they don't want you.
Yep. They know from the get-go. So it was just pretending for them.
Exactly.
Just pretending.
Exactly.
While the other person has no idea.
Exactly. And so they live a lie because they have to continue to pretend to the other person that they want to be there, that they want you, that they love you.
Yep.
And all they are waiting on is that time, that golden opportunity after they have gotten everything they want for them to hightail out of the relationship. And that's why you see how a people end up getting, what happened to them,
Yeah.
Because of the cruelty. Yes, element, they are real opportunists.
Yep.
They need something from you, but they're not willing to give you anything.
And most of the time, the public don't hear the other side of the story.
Exactly.
Most of the time.
Exactly.
Yeah. Most of the time, because a lot of relationship is one party seeing what the other party has, and then and say, all right, I can get something out of this. For one person it might be love, but for the other person they have something up their sleeve. They have an ulterior motive.
Yes. Yes.
So it's not just clear cut. So,
They see you as a means to an end.
yeah. Yep.
A means to an end. And once they get there, it's over for you.
Yep. Yep.
Come on, guys, hit that like button. If you have not yet hit the like button, hit the like button, share out the stream. Invite your friends and your friends and your friends' friends to come on over and let's chat.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Plumber TV. Invite a friend. This thing is getting problem. Oh, shit. You can set this, Lori? I don't know
Go fix up the computer there.
I don't
Dr.
know what.
Arthritis.
I don't know what Plumber did to this thing. Why is not?
I think he dropped it.
Still-
Broke it.
Oh, it's broken.
Where is Plumber? Plumber needs to make moderators in the chat because there is a cucaracha coming in the chat right now.
Mhm.
You see him right there below LM?
Yeah.
That one need to be gotten rid of.
Yeah, but I think he's gone outside to. I think he's picking up.
You need to make moderators in the chat.
Yep.
You need to make me a moderator so I can get rid of this person.
That's true.
Yeah, because they're only coming in to come mess up people's chat with their nonsense.
Because I don't know who is this person.
No, that's a spammer.
Yeah. Well, anyone want to comment can comment. I know we can't we stray from the topic really, but that's so
Yes, man. When we stick to the topic, sometimes it get boring.
yeah.
That's what Plumber told me last night on my life.
Yeah. Yeah, so sometimes you end up have to stray a bit.
Yeah, so we have to stray a little bit. You have to stray a little bit.
Because most of the time, it's just the experience what most people has.
Oh yes, yeah. And everything teaches you wisdom,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
All experiences teaches you wisdom.
Yep. Yep. Life is about experience, and it's best to learn off of other people's experience than.
But the funny thing about it, Dr. Arthritis, we never usually learn from other people's experiences. We usually learn only from ours.
Yeah, because you don't.
Somebody can tell you an experience they had, and you can still look at it and say, well, that's what happened to him.
You always think you will be the lucky one, or your situation is different. That's the thinking most of the time. You think that your situation will be different. It's until when you're in the same dilemma now.
Exactly.
You realize that. Yeah, it's just like when you might have a child and you try to steer them in the right way. They normally, after they make their mistake, is when they really learn. Most of the time.
Exactly.
So you just have to learn off your experience. And if you can draw example from others and don't end up in the same position.
And sometimes even when you're drawing, looking at the experiences of other people, you still end up
like
still end up making the same mistake because everybody thinks that they have this unique situation that's not going to turn out like somebody else's. Theirs is going to be better.
Because it's just human to think that yours is special. So
exactly.
Yeah. Until you get to find out the hard way.
Exactly.
So that's, I don't know. But it's just,
that's how that is.
Yeah, it's just life.
yeah, we just have to be very, very cautious. We have to be very, very cautious about the things that we do, the things that we are willing to do, and how we go about them.
Yeah. That's why I said you.
Bless up yourself. We unlock nation, my brother. We unlock is in the house. We unlock how you're doing. Good to see you, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah. Thanks for the
I didn't even
comments.
look over on your side.
Share
to
the
see how
live.
the numbers go. Share out the lives.
Yeah. And comment. You're free to comment. You're free to call in.
There are currently 7 million people in the house, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. Share out this stream. Invite your friends and your friends and your friends to come on over. If you have not yet subscribed to the host, go ahead and watch a video.
Yes, I am back. Good job, Dr. Arthritis.
I saw you back. Let me go and refill my wine glass.
So you guys enjoy the great doctor, Jamaican doctor,
and then subscribe.
Yes. So as I was
Where is it now, plumber?
no, I said you guys enjoy the great arthritis.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we enjoy chatting with arthritis.
Yeah. So somebody was I have those people always popped up in my comment always saying crazy stuff. You know? I just
You need to
sometimes
make me a moderator.
yeah, sometimes I just ignore them. You know?
Make me a moderator so I can get rid of them for you.
Okay.
I got rid of them.
Alright. So
on the side of my name in the chat. See, I'm going to chat here. Alright, I'm in the chat.
no. So
Alright, there you go.
as what Arthritis was saying, go back to that story. What he said about guys
telling
selling
them LMA. You kept it going while Promo was gone.
guys going to taking care of sending lady to school and stuff. You see what Arthritis fail to understand. A lot of people that do it, a lot of men that do it, the older man. A lot of them is older man. A lot of them, it's like me. We believe in love and family. So that's the reason why they do all those. That's the reason why they try to make their family better by actually sending one to school or make you get a better education. So I see there's something wrong in it and there's something don't wrong about it. But that's my opinion. I try to say he will never do it.
I would encourage no one to do it.
Yeah, I don't encourage nobody to do it. But
I wouldn't do it again.
well, because you already go down to that road and
yeah, so
you step on you step on the marker, so you already get joked. But there's people that go down that road and they don't have a problem.
I know, because I saw a lady on Facebook.
Yeah.
So she and her husband were together. They're still together, actually. But they decided that they wanted better for themselves. They wanted a better life. So they decided that she was going to go to work first. And he was going to go to school first. And that's a big risk. Because she went to work and she had the 2 kids while he went to school to become a lawyer. And she had to do the work and help him financially and had the babies and all of that. Then when he was finished going to law school, he sent her to become a pharmacist. and now they're having the good life that they dreamed of. And I was like, wow, this
Yeah.
is just so fantastic because they both kept their words.
Yeah.
And they were able to continue with their lives, have their kids, and had their home, and she was taking care of the home and working and helping him financially. And they both stuck to their words, and now they're having a happy life.
Well,
So it can work.
It can work. It's a plan that can work and should work, but it's just having to do
do
with.
all right. What I see, I'm from Jamaica, and what I see happening in Jamaica, and what I realize what happened. A lot of men that get hurt in that situation, they older man. They like say they're in their 50s, 60s, and the girl is in their 20s. And sometimes they're in their 20s and the girl is just graduated high school, and they're in their 30s, say 30s, and the girl just graduated high school. So they send them to university. They pay for them to go to university, and in university now, sometimes they book in, they board in university. They meet a guy probably their age that want to go to club, want to hang out, want to do all this fun stuff. Which the older man in his 30s who work 12 hours a day try to send her to school. So he don't have time to go to club, he don't have time to go party. Do you understand what I'm saying? He probably have another kid from previous relationship. So that's where what I see in Jamaica, that's what happened. So sometimes when the girl is in university, the man is back home. It's a couple hours away. They don't see each other till once a month or once every 3 months or sometimes once every holiday. The guy gonna have another girl on the side,
Always.
and that's what always happen. Do, do you understand? So that's what always happen, and that's why. So that's why when people say, "Oh, I will never do this, I will never do that," it's because they don't look on the full picture. Because people are in the same age group. I see they do it and it works. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes.
But most of the time, whether the age group is the same or older, it don't work. It's just something that
No, it always works
it's
in
a
the same.
risky gamble.
It's, to me, it will, what in the same age group. To me, it always works.
Listen, you're crazy. It don't work. Whether age group is the same or it don't work. If it was something that work, a lot of people's lives would have been better.
Do you think that, Chev?
A whole lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah.
If people were being honest,
Yes.
a lot of people's lives would be better. Because imagine if there is one party would be willing to sacrifice and help the other party to accomplish their dreams, and then they turn around and give the other party a hand so they can accomplish their dreams, then there will be two people who have accomplished their dreams. Either they stay together and build on it, or now they can go their separate ways, knowing that each one will be able to take care of themselves. Because it don't mean that you have to stay, You don't have to stay later on. Your needs change, your desires change, and you no longer want to be with the person. That's one thing. But if the person has invested in you and you have not invested in that person, you are leaving that person worse than when you came. And we shouldn't strive to do that to another individual.
But
So it can work, but without people are going these days, I suggest you don't take that risk.
Don't do it. That is what I would tell anybody. Do not do it, because these days there's no guarantee.
There is no guarantee.
Right now I think that there's too much influence out there on people.
Yes, and people are just
No.
too cruel.
Yeah, cruel and I don't know. I don't know. The whole mentality of
Well,
people
Christopher
is
saying good morning in the chat. It's not morning.
is so different. People, I don't know. People are cruel.
Yeah, people are very cruel.
Yeah, very, very. So I would, if as I said, if you can afford to do it and you can afford to lose all that money, do it. So at the end of it, if it works out, yes, it's a plus for you.
All
But if
right.
it don't work out, it
On
won't,
your
it won't be a whole lot of
on your screen, there's a question. Would you pay for somebody to go to college or university to further education? You can press yes or you can press no. Both man and woman. It's a question for man and woman. Would you pay for your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend to go to college or university to
whether
better,
married or unmarried.
whether married or unmarried? Would you pay?
Children or no children.
Well,
Doesn't matter.
I have an opinion in that. So, but would you pay for your significant others to go better their education for them to make more money that you can have a happier life? Would you do it? So there's a question that you see. You can press yes or no. You know, but I have an opinion, but I don't know. But guess my opinion is gonna be just like everybody's. I would do it, but it depends. It all depends on the circumstances.
Let me ask you a question. If you was going skydiving,
Yeah,
while you're in the plane or whatever you use, the instructor tell you that 90% of the parachute that people jump out fail. Would you jump?
They actually tell you that 20% fail.
Yeah, but if it
still
was
jump.
95 or 98, would you still jump?
It depends.
Depends on what.
If I do it before. It depends if I do it before.
Was it crazy?
Yeah, it depends if I do it before.
No.
Because I love to skydive. So.
The odds is too much. Too much negative. The odds is too negative on one side. It's too unbalanced for me to advise a person to do.
Well, I would, before you go do those things, it's a life. And he said that then yes, I would, if it's his and his watch, then yes, I want to go with him. I would ask for a different person, and then I would, yeah. Because every instructor is different. Yeah, you have some they are junky, some is not. So, you gotta also look at the person. But I don't think it's 95% of people that do that is broke up. I don't think 95% of men that send a woman to school to further get a better education. I don't think it's 95% is they.
More than 95. I think it's way more than 95.
No, I don't think that.
Way more. If over 50%
I
of marriage is broken.
I should look at there's a statistic on it. I should look it up. But
way more. I think it's about 98, 99.
No.
I don't think.
No.
I think it's way more than that. To me, a better idea is if you are with a person and the person says, alright.
What if? I don't know. What if you sign an agreement?
That's what I was talking about when they were gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. You 20,000 a year, 4-year education. I put 40,000 in it. At the end of the in 4 years time when you start work, I need a percentage back. Would you do it then?
Yes, you have to have some kind of an agreement. That's my belief. You have to have some kind of an agreement. Put it in writing, put it on paper, get it notarized, get an attorney to witness it.
Even if you're married.
Even if you married, people are just not honest.
Yeah, people are just people,
People
but I'm
are
married
not honest. I tell you, when you are going to go out of your way and make those kinds of sacrifices, you don't want to leave yourself wide open, and the next thing you know, this person wants to underbelly you, and then you just have to just keep going, like bite your nails and keep walking. There's no recourse. The law is not on your side. Nobody's, you understand? Nobody's on your side. This person has taken advantage of you. The next thing you know, you might just want to throw in the towels and say, you know what, to hell with it. I'm gonna do something crazy.
We're talking of the experience of what we see in Jamaica, where the guy who went out, do construction work for most of all his life. Don't have a pair of shoes, don't have a pair of pants, don't have a pair of shirt, because he worked hard in construction to send this lady to school, send this lady to university, to be a nurse, to get a degree, and then after they broke up. Hey Michelle, thank you for coming through.
Thank you for coming, Michelle. Yeah. Michelle said, Antoinette sent me over here, so I just want to say she's my sister. There you go.
Thank you, Michelle, for coming by.
I'm right here, Antoinette. I'm right here.
Yeah. Hi, Antoinette. So this is what I'm saying. In Jamaica, there's a lot of guys who in the ghetto are poor guys who don't have education. Most of them cannot read. They don't have no education, none at all. And they do hard construction work, mixing mortar, building house, plant weed in the bush. They do hard work. Send their girlfriend or their wife back to school, and then they get their dream job. And then after they get their dream job and start to make money, they turn. I saw it. I know. I saw it before. They turned 360 on the guy and said, "Oh, you're worthless. You're this. You're that." And you understand?
I was reasoning with a friend a couple months ago, and like he did the same thing. Work hard, send the girl to school. No, he said it was because we're having the same discussion. And he said, "Why it happened to me?" That's what he was saying to me. And he said that no, he said the girl wouldn't even take his car. He blocked the girl blocked him. Wouldn't even take. So most of the time this happens to the good people. Always the good people. So that's why I would say I would not advise nobody to do it. Because it's always the better person this is going to happen. The one with the good heart. That's the one who is going to get hurt in the long run. So it's not something that I would advise.
So in your opinion, don't do it then.
To me,
don't do it unless you have it on paper.
Yeah, if you have it on paper.
The person must be obligated to pay you back.
Yeah. And if the person don't want to put it in writing, and if you have a child, you agree to, all right, we're going to send this child to college, university, or whatever, and whenever they finish there, that's what we want.
I don't want to think this is a lady bashing.
No, it's because it's man and woman.
I know ladies that come here to the US and work hard and the farm working program, go back to Jamaica, try to help out in their family, and the guy do the same. You know, so it works both ways, but I think in Jamaican culture, I think more it happened to more man, cause more man willing to send the wife or the girlfriend back to school. I think it's not like before, but it do happen. But it don't happen like before. I think now it's kind of changed. I know I just leave Jamaica, and I think majority of ladies there now, they were more women in Jamaica work more than man. So I think it's kind of changed. So those days are kind of gone. There's more ladies in middle class now to me than man.
You think so?
Yes, in
I think
Jamaica.
so.
Because the women don't want to the women I think women there are more women who think more highly of themselves than there are men.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think
Because you find that there are less women who would be willing to just drag themselves around looking any old how. While you find there are more men who don't see anything wrong with that. They just keep going. Just like you know what I'm talking about. Like it's nothing. I'm trying to choose my words carefully before they come for me. So
well,
and sometimes you see a man looking all rough and rugged, a woman still want him. A woman looking rough and rugged, nobody no want she.
no,
I
don't agree with you. Oh no. With right there, I would say you're wrong.
Woman have better chance, right?
A woman have a 199% chance more than a dirty woman have 199% chance more than a dirty man.
More than even clean man.
Yes. I guarantee you, if a dirty woman go out on the street right now, it take him maybe 5 cars before a man ready. Yes. But the other way around, hell no. I see I don't remember what I saw him, but I saw this lady, she have bipolar, something like that. But this guy driving by, and I think he was he's in New York, he do some kind of Wall Street job. But I don't think he's in trading, but he work at one of those Wall Street firm. And he saw the lady, and he turned around and said, like he said, "That's Sarah." And it was him and his friend, and they were going like to sushi bar or whatever in Manhattan. And he turned around and he said he go over, and his friend, he said, "Oh, leave that dirty lady. Yeah, you crazy." And he said, "No, I remember her from middle school, and we went to middle school together, and I never see her since, and we always good friends." And he take her to the hairdresser, get her hair done, take her to a hotel room, put her in a hotel room, take her to buy clothes, and get her a job, get her a car, and he never see her for like a year, like 1 year. She never see her for like a year after. But then one day his phone rang and said, "This Sierra, where are you? You at work?" And he said, "Yep." "Are you married?" "Nope." "Would you marry me?" And he said, "Yep." And they're married now at 20 years and have 2 kids. Just like that.
Some people have great stories, not everybody.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
But how much lady would do that for a guy?
Of course, there's people who would do that.
Really? I don't see that. When I see the story, I think I'm gonna put that story on my YouTube page. I'm gonna look for it and put it on my YouTube. Yeah. And right now they own some real estate firm in New York State where they help out people with mental illness.
Those things can happen, will happen. I mean, we are humans.
But
There's nothing that is
we
beyond us.
we as black people, I'm not talking Jamaican alone because I understand it that in Africa and in a lot of places where black people is, we look on mental illness as a stigma.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It is a stigma. I mean, so that's why a lot of people don't want to talk about it. People don't want to go get treatment because they don't want anybody to know that they are getting treatment for mental illness. That is true.
But I realize there's a lot of people out there who is weak, that rich. They're rich. They also have mental illness and they function by they taking medication.
Mm-hmm.
So why we as a culture, as a or so not culture, we as black people, why we have such a stigma on it? I don't understand why.
It's how we were raised. We were
Mm-hmm.
raised to think that when people crazy or when people have mental issues, they are to be discarded.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know, see, in Jamaica, how mad people get treated.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
even
The
by
man
their
don't
own,
live a
even by their
street.
own family, even
There's
by
no
their own brother
housing
and
for
sister.
them. Yeah, they have to go live a street. You see them walking on the piers as a OT and sentence be everywhere. They walk on the piers and they sleep on the piers. And there is no help, no social services for these people.
No, there is.
No
There, no, no,
medication,
no,
nothing.
there is. There is social service. There's people that drive around and give
In
them medic.
Jamaica,
Yes, there's people that go around and give them medication. Yeah, I can
when?
testify for that. Right now, right now, right now. If there's anybody who's is on Jamaica right now, call on my Jamaican number. Yes, there is. I saw it. There's people
done,
that.
but
Oh, really?
No,
not
yeah,
regularly.
Well, I don't think they're
well,
going around to everybody.
well, I talk
Here
about
on the
Westmoreland.
scene.
I talk about Westmoreland. I don't know about nowhere else. In
Okay.
Westmoreland, there's two people that drive around, look for them and give them their money injection.
Element says sometimes the relationship just stops working. They should pay back the man. I agree. Because sometimes the relationship does stop working even without that in the
No,
equation
but
that the person pay for you.
in
The relationship is just not working.
in Jamaica, what the lady said, I didn't ask you. You volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
The man tell me, say, I never did one up on my head. So,
All right.
Okay. You volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
You volunteer.
he said, never one up on my head, brother.
But
No,
you.
we never volunteer, you know. It wasn't like I volunteered. Well, he said his grandfather in England
Mhm.
and whoever signed the paperwork for him, those were the people responsible for his education. And I believed him. I believed him.
How long you guys work
So
together?
you said paid until the grandfather send the money. I mean, and the man been married for 8 years. I don't know why I don't see the grandfather send any.
Do you ever talk to the grandfather?
Never yet.
Then how you didn't know it was true?
Then I eventually found out it was all a lie.
Oh.
It was all a lie.
And
It was all a lie.
he never pay you back.
Never pay me back a dime.
And he never
And when I
asked you
said
back.
to him, you've gone into the military only because of all that I've done for you. Now that you say you don't want me because you never wanted me, you only wanted me to do X, Y, Z for you. Don't you think it would be fair that you let me use your GI Bill? Let me use a part of your GI Bill to continue going to school. Mr. The man tell me some bad word.
But it won't cost him a thing. I think it's
It would not exactly. I said that would not cost you a dime.
Mm-hmm.
Not a. Mr. The man tell me some bad word.
I say go. It's a part of life,
Yeah.
you know.
So
It go both ways, you know. It go both ways. But you can make because of that so in the survey you guys lose 66% of people said yes they will do it. 66% of people said they would
they will pay for somebody's education.
yes.
Good luck.
And 33% said no.
Good luck.
People are still out there with good hearts, you know.
Yeah, but you is one of them because you did it. So,
yeah, I did it. I won't do it again, but I did it.
So everybody wanna take that chance.
Well, good luck to them. All who want to take the chance, good luck to them. I hope it turns out well.
Hmm?
I hope it turns out well for them.
Well, it turned out well for a lot of people. It's just fortunate you just one of the unlucky one.
I don't know nobody will turn out well for.
Hmm?
I don't know a soul will turn out well for.
Yeah, man, there's people out there.
I've never heard of it.
Maybe somebody's on the line
Hey,
right
Nurse
now.
James in the place. How you doing, Nurse Jamesy? Jamesy?
Oh,
You
Nurse James.
finally wake up, Nurse James.
Nurse James is here. Nurse James have a long night last night. Welcome, Nurse James. Welcome over. Welcome over. Welcome over. This is Pablo Escobar. This is Pablo Escobar, Nurse James. I'm hearing you.
Oh, that's very, very low. All right, speak now.
You hearing me now?
All right, now I'm good.
Yeah.
Plumber Nurse James, your whole day was messed up. Pablo Escobar kept her up all day, all night.
Pablo Escobar.
Pablo Escobar kept her up all night. So she was messed up all day.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, what you was saying now, brother?
Yeah, I was saying it's unfortunate that you are the one that paid to learn. You know.
Yeah, brother, pay to learn. Boy, did I pay.
You know. But not everybody gonna have that experience. There is some people they're gonna come out, you know, on top.
Yeah, some people is gonna turn out well for them, but not everybody.
Yeah, but for the guys them that do it, don't take out your anger on the lady. Don't abuse. There's other way to do it. Just walk away.
That's why I say put it on paper. So at the end of the day, you won't have any reason to take out your anger on anybody. They will have to pay you per the law.
Yeah, so I don't see where you're gonna it's not gonna work out good for you if you start doing violent stuff, you know. Just walk away. It's hard. You already go through it and it's hot, but hush, you know. That's all I can say, but you know. Unlike arthritis been through it, so you know.
No, sir.
Arthritis been through it?
Yeah, I've been through it.
No, sir. Not really.
Arthritis want to talk to me on my channel?
Huh?
Arthritis want to talk to me on my channel?
Arthritis, you wanna to talk to you on your channel when you're over here. So we're gonna
About my experience?
yeah, we're gonna over in like 8 minutes.
So I don't really have no experience. I have friends that have experience in it. That's why
Yeah,
that's what I
you
learned.
gotta come in the video. Come in the video.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
in the video.
not tonight. You want us to have a conversation one of these days?
Yeah,
When we
man.
talk about
I have friends that have experience in it. I don't have well.
right, so you can share your experience with my listeners.
Well,
Teach
yeah.
them a thing or two.
Yeah, it's true.
We're gonna talk about that off the air.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, we can.
No big deal, my friend.
Yeah, because a lot of people need advice on this. I think.
And they need to hear the experiences of others, so it will help them to make better decisions.
Yep.
I think what you said to sign a contract is a good thing.
Yeah, it's the best thing.
Just
Yes,
instead abuse and kill the lady, or because that's what happened most in Jamaica right now. When the lady, after you spend all the money on the lady and she gone, you take out it in anger. You're ready to kill somebody, you want to hurt somebody, you want to, instead sign a contract, and this is it.
But in most cases, now, why it happened like that is because the person who financing the other person, it was never a discussion or an agreement. No, not even that. Alright, so for instance, you are with a person and the person decide that you don't want to go back to school. Them never ask you if you can afford or if you can do it, Alright. You are earning $10. They are earning 10 or maybe 7 and they decide that they're going to go back to school. Out of their $10, they are going to have to be paying $15 for their school. You know, end up have to be picking up their slot plus the five that is still outstanding. So it still costs you. You understand where we get that? It's still costing you without you agreeing to do that because it would look so unfair for you to be with a person you see them struggling and you not. You just sit down and say, alright, we're not go. So enough of the time you just end up in a situation rather than you agreeing to this. Because you're not going to be with a person that decides, all right, I'm going to go back to school. And you're going to say, all right, the relationship done. It's not going to happen like that. You're going to stick with the person. So it end up, that's all right, the school fee that was like 100,000. Then it moved and it reached 150 until you start making all this sacrifice. So that's what happens most of the time. So you end up doing this, not say why you're unwilling, but it's your partner and you want to see the best for them and for yourself. You want to see them do good and in turn you do good. So that happens to a lot of men. So you'd have to be somewhere in the mix. Somebody have to say, you know what? Get this in writing. Because it is never a starting point. You can't pinpoint when it really starts. Because you're paying the money indirectly. Because I know of a case where a man and a woman living together, the woman never worked a day in her life. And the woman show partner and everything out of the money and build up them. They live like in a one room, like a shop room, and build up a house and everything. And after the house finished, the woman decide that the man have no money in the house. So he must go. So where the money come from?
Alright.
Alright, so you understand? So that's what happened for the time. That is what happened.
Mental wealth telepsychiatry is in the place. Welcome.
Thank you, my friend.
If you need a kidney transplant and your spouse is a match, would you accept it? And if it's the other way around, would you donate one of yours?
Yes, I would.
What?
You would?
Yeah.
I didn't get that. Could you repeat that for me, please?
If your spouse needs a kidney and you are a match, would you give them one of your kidney?
Yes.
Or would you take one of theirs if the other way around?
Yes.
We not do that.
Why not?
It depends.
Me?
There's a water level.
If you want my kidney, I want if the one of me have no feel.
Yeah,
no. Listen. Number one. Before when you're gonna donate a kidney, because I go through this process already. When you're gonna donate a kidney, they test you.
You donate one kidney already?
No, you can live with a kidney, you can have a normal life with one kidney.
Listen, you can have a normal life with one kidney, and that one kidney can fail as well.
But listen up. They're gonna test you to make sure you're alright. You don't have hypertension.
Listen, they test you to find out that you're a match. They test you to find out that your kidneys are working properly.
If your kidney fails, if that one kidney fails, you're gonna be on the list. You're gonna be on top of the list to get a kidney.
My contention is when I give you my one of mine, and then I God forbid, I need one.
All right, here's the doctor. What's the doctor's opinion? Here's the doctor. What's your opinion? What's your opinion? All right, here's the doctor.
Depending on the age, all right, the donor's age.
Yeah.
If it's a young person, well, boy, it's a hard decision. If the person that you're giving to, depending on how long the person will survive, because I have a friend that do it. They like give it to her twin sister, and she didn't live for a year. She did live maybe like, I don't think she lived for 2 months.
Like get it too late.
No, it does it. Their body just fail afterward. It still didn't work. So
No,
it
see, I
all
have a girlfriend doing it for her boyfriend. Me give her credit. Me would have to think twice for my
yeah.
husband, never mind boyfriend. As she even offer as COVID mess up his. Me not give nobody my kidney, me sorry.
That's
But
the
your
next thing
boyfriend,
again.
you must have mad.
That's the next thing
So,
again.
so that
You
means,
have one
so
and
that
COVID
means,
come and mash up your one. No.
no, but listen. Even if you have one kidney, you know, but as a doctor, you're supposed to know. Even if you have one kidney, your one kidney, even if it's failing, you can go on dialysis for a while. You can get treatment. So it's not like it's a life sentence.
It's a life sentence. You have one.
Kidney failure is a life sentence.
It's a life sentence.
No.
And then you're gonna think about that the person was gone with your one, and now you need one, and there's no agreement that you can get back your one that you're no.
But I have to know because
Dear, and then again, we need some form of contract.
I've been on that road where.
No, we need some form of contract.
No doctor is going to go back into the patient and take out back that kidney to give back.
But you go through. But listen, when you have kidney problem, it's not like you're gonna die tomorrow.
Listen, it's a life sentence. You cannot live without your kidney function. Period.
Yes, you can. You can.
No, you cannot live without
You
your
go to
kidney function.
dialysis. You can go on dialysis and those things for a while.
You can get dialysis.
Yeah.
You can get dialysis to prolong your life.
Yeah.
But
Until I get a kidney transplant.
Not having adequate kidney function is a life sentence.
Yeah, but you can get a kidney transplant also.
You can live without an arm. You can live without a leg.
Yeah.
It's not a life sentence. You can live without an ear. It's not a life sentence. You cannot live without adequate kidney function.
All right. I heard about a friend of mine have a friend who have a family member who have a kidney problem, and he's supposed to go get his treatment every week. Every week he was supposed to go get his treatment, and he go on YouTube and he see all these people talking about herbal medicine, and you can drink this and drink that, and you don't have to go to no dialysis or nothing, and he stopped. You know what happened? He done. Yeah. I'm not laughing, but I'm just saying. Maybe I'm crazy, but herbal medicine doesn't work for your kidney. Do you understand? It doesn't work for your kidney. I can tell you that it doesn't work for your kidney. I've been through that experience. It doesn't work for your kidney.
It all depends. Was the herbal medicine tested to be efficient for the renal system? It may not have been tested. People just get up and just drink everything. I remember your kidney has to filter it out.
Yes.
So if your kidney is not working properly and it's not able to filter out whatever it is you're drinking out of these bushes, you're making your situation worse because you don't know these things. And not every bush have everything.
Yep.
Herbs are good, but you have to know which herb is good for what.
That's true.
Yes, you have to know which herb is good for what. Which fruit and vegetables is good for what. Because all these fruits and vegetables and herbs that we're eating and drinking, they have their own chemicals in them that sometimes work against different parts of your body. I have a patient one time taking her blood pressure medicine, taking medication every day, but the blood pressure never go down. She had a point of getting a stroke.
And
when you ask what is your diet? What do you eat?
What if you are the receiver, not the donor?
Yeah. No, all right, that's what I'm saying. All right, if you receive, you see, that's what I'm saying. People is very biased because you're happy to get a kidney, but you're not happy to give one. When
So
you,
what?
suppose you have a
the
kidney.
person who needs.
Suppose you are the person that need a kidney. Would you happy to get one?
Of course, if I need a kidney, I would be
Okay,
happy
so
to
why
get
you
one.
wouldn't
If
happy
I
to give
don't
me
get
one?
one,
Why would you happy
but,
to give me one?
but if I have to give you one,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get it, you know.
Then why would you want one from somebody?
Listen,
No, listen.
if
It's a question. Why would you want from
let
somebody?
me tell you something.
Yeah.
If I am at the point of going on to the other side and there's absolutely nothing else left that they can do for me, and my kidneys are good and somebody can use them, perfectly fine, take them. But while I am up and alive and running around, going around, I'm not gonna lay down, make no doctor take my kidney gift to nobody. I'm sorry.
It's the same. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
No.
If
No,
you expiring and you have days or months to live, and you called me and said, they said my kidney have 5% left. We are you can go test it if we're a match. Because if I don't get a kidney, I will go die. I would say, yeah, I will go test it.
But what that person did to damage his kidney or her kidney.
You don't have to do nothing to
I
damage
need to
your
know
kidney.
that because if you were alcoholic and damage your kidney because of alcohol, I am not donating my.
Arthritis.
You could have been my child. I'm not donating mine for you to go and damage it again.
I've been to Kansas City and I've been to this bar, Oyster Bar, and I eat oyster. And it have a salmonella or whatever in it, and it almost killed me.
That's why I said what the person wanted, what causes it. If it's a natural cause and you just need I have to consider.
It shouldn't matter.
But what if the person is like?
Well, if you're alcoholic, you won't get a kidney.
They won't give it to you.
They won't get a kidney.
Yeah, that's the game because not really alcohol, but some people they kidney damage because of alcohol or some.
No, but you won't get it. You won't get it. If it's damaged by drugs or alcohol, you won't get it.
I don't get it. Supposed the family donating it.
No, you won't get it.
No, you will get it.
No, you won't get it.
Somebody's donating it directly.
No, you won't get it. You won't get it.
You can ask a family member for it. But if it's some,
but
if it's
it damaged. Because when alcohol damage, you know, it damaged everything to connect to.
That's true. But it's not.
What this girl said.
If it's a whole person and you live your life already, or if I live my life already and I need a kidney, well, I have to just accept your fate.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I think it's just best to just accept your fate. Just play the hand you dealt. I just saw it go. I just saw it go. Cause if I need a kidney, I asked my friend or family for it, and they said they can't do it.
It's just like no. It's just like no. It's just like no. We're talking about my sister. My sister is in the hospital dying.
No, blood is different.
But it's the same thing.
No, blood is different.
It's the same thing. People tell me, oh, I don't believe in giving blood. I don't believe in giving blood.
Blood is a simple thing.
But that's the same thing, kidney. That's the same thing.
No, you can't grow back a kidney. You can't grow back a kidney.
But you can live a normal life with one kidney.
What if that one damage?
What if a man you grow up and you're winging your flight? You don't deal with what is. You deal with it now.
It's a different decision.
No, you deal with it now.
Remember, for you to take out that kidney, you have to go surgery. You know, you don't have to surgery if you give blood.
Everything you can walk right out there right now and drop down and die. You can sit right now and it comes up. You can't deal with the what if. You have to deal with. You're gonna help somebody to live a normal life, maybe for the next 10, 20 years, maybe for the next. Can live a normal life with one kidney.
What's a hard decision?
It's not hard.
Decision.
It's not hard. Talking from experience, it's not hard.
It's if you are the person receiving it, well, yes.
It's not hard. But that's a good question. It's just, as I'm saying, the story we start off with, people said, a friend of mine called me and said, oh, I heard that your sister I heard that your sister is in the hospital. And you know, and I said, yeah, her blood count is low, she just needs some blood. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go there the first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, I'll be there. And then it's almost a month now, they never show up. Do you understand? I didn't ask you. You volunteer.
But as what with the kidney is as what this person said, when you are the person in need, is a different case. That's true. Because if you are the person in need, you really would want, because everybody wants a longer life. But you have to consider both sides of the coin.
But there's no both sides of helping out somebody. That's the same thing with the blood. There's no both sides. You don't make a promise when you know you're not gonna fulfill it.
I wouldn't compare the blood with the kidney. The kidney more serious. The kidney way more serious. So way more.
I understand you gotta do surgery, you gotta get cut, but no,
yeah,
no.
way more serious. It's way more serious. I've done that.
So all right. So what did you afraid of then to give her kidney?
Well, I do 2 surgery already, and boy, I don't really want to do a next one. So that's the next thing. That's
All right.
All right. If my
What if
my child wanted a kidney, I would. Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because.
So what if your wife want a kidney?
You're crazy. Just like how I am a father and I would give my child.
No.
Ask her father first.
No.
You understand? Ask her father.
What if the father is passed away? What if the father is gone? The mother is gone. The brother is gone. Alright, the brother is not a match, but you're a perfect match.
Well, it depended on the person.
But you don't you take a hold that you know, so
No, it would never involve no kidney. It would never involve that.
but you said for better and for worse.
For better or for worse.
Yes.
Yeah. But he never said no kidney. He said we all stay together. Yes.
Yeah, for better and for worse through
sickness and health. Yeah, stay with you through sickness.
And health.
Yeah.
So
you stay with you through sickness, you're sick and then you're dead.
say that rather she dead.
No, I don't mean rather she dead. And your time come.
But you can save her life.
Eh?
You can save her life.
Yeah, that's why I was saying depending on the person. Suppose you're the person.
I said suppose it's your wife.
But suppose it's a awful wife.
No.
You understand? There are layers to it. It's just enough clear cut just like that.
Repeat what you just said.
Yeah. I'm not trying to bash woman because he got both ways. Suppose I want an awful husband. You don't want the wife give him
So if it's a awful wife, are you still married?
No, it never awful when you were getting married. It becomes awful in the marriage.
But if you're awful, you can always get divorced.
Well, yes.
So what you said? You live in an awful relationship?
No, not an awful relationship. But suppose, all right. So,
Come on, talk up because you're listening. People listening.
yeah, we're not talking about we're talking in general. We're talking in general. Because relationships are like this. That's why people break up. That's why people separate. That's why, because it takes a while to know a person. People meet people and get married, and then after they realize that person really not nice like that, or them have some.
All right, we're talking general now. We're not talking.
Yeah,
We're not talking hypothetical. We're talking in real life.
Yeah, real life we're talking about. In real life.
Say your wife go to the doctor tomorrow morning, and he said, I always feel I'm pain. I think I'm arthritis or some form of pain. I feel gas pain or whatever. But then say one of my kidney gone and next one go 40%. And I will soon have to get a kidney transplant. Can you help me out when the time come?
As I say, it's a hard decision.
Hmm?
It's a hard decision.
Why? Because why we hard? You're afraid of the surgery or okay? Why?
Yeah, you can go do the surgery and then do
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, so is it worth it?
But yes, it do.
Oh, how is it worth
To
it?
save a loved one, yes.
So you give your life to see if the person was sick.
Mm, yeah,
That don't make no sense.
because
And
as I just said, everything in life there's a risk. You can drink a glass of water and the water choke you and you die. So you can't look on life that way.
and in life, everybody have to play the hand with the dealt.
So you already,
Just like when you're playing dominoes or cards.
but life is not domino.
But you have to play the hand.
You have
with
one
the
life,
dealt.
Domino game over and you shuffle and you play again.
Yeah, but we have to, I'm speaking.
But you can't speak in that term. But you can't speak
Yes,
in that
that's
term.
the hand where you get.
No, but you can't speak as domino because domino when you lose
What
and
is-
you shuffle your game and you start over
Yeah,
again.
it's
But when you
win,
lose a
lose,
life, you
or
lose a
draw.
life.
Is win, lose, or draw. Sometimes the person might
So,
can't
let me ask you a
see.
question. Say, on your driver's license, would you put on it that you be an organ donor?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, then if I'm in an accident or whatever, and there's no chance of saving me, yeah, it'd be good that someone can get my organs. I don't have no problem with that. But now that I am here functioning, maybe almost 100%, it's hard for you to ask me to go under the knife, take out a part of me, give to you, and then,
Then suppose you're the one who need it.
all right, I'm the one who, well, I am different from most people.
No, suppose you are the one who need a kidney.
Yeah, that's why I would say I am different. If I'm the one that needs a kidney, if someone donated it, I would say thanks. But I wouldn't be the one to go and ask a person, give me a kidney.
So you call your brother and call your friend and say, yo,
No,
you really?
no.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I would do that. I would accept my reality. I don't know. I think I would accept that. That's the hand that you are there.
It is the thought now.
No, it's not about talk. I'm telling you about how I
At
stay.
the time, are you willing to fly to India to get a kidney?
Eh?
Because you could buy it in India at the
Yeah,
time.
if you can afford to buy it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm willing to pay 200,000 to go to India.
Yeah, if you can afford to do it, yes. I just as what I said with money. If somebody will, but yeah, all right. If I want,
I know if I call somebody and ask, if I call everybody that I ever know and ask, they would say no.
Then that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to get my hopes up.
But because I know,
if someone willing to donate, I would say thanks, and I would be indebted to you for the rest of my life. But I am not going to put you in that spot to say, give me a kidney.
So if somebody has to go get tested and to figure out if an ICM match, would you go get tested?
If you ask a person to go get tested, you're literally asking them for their kidney.
So you know to get tested then?
If you decide to give the person a kidney, yeah, you go get tested. But if you don't decide to give because as you have people where you would do it for if you have your wife or your husband and that person is such a good person to you and they deserve it in all ways and means, give them. But I know something when you give you one kidney because me and your brother or sister, that will qualify you.
Suppose I have my lungs is going bad and I need piece of lungs. Will you give me cut off a piece of yours? Give me.
I'm going back to the same point.
Come on,
It is
you know,
what
lungs here.
qualifies you for that.
Huh?
That is
No,
what I'm
not
saying.
no piece of lung. You can get a piece of liver, but not a piece of
Yeah.
lung.
No, lungs grow back too.
What?
Yeah.
Lungs and liver.
Lungs and liver grow back.
What?
Yeah. How you the medical field I didn't know that?
When you hear of lungs growing back.
Yes, it do. Jump on Google right now. Oh, there's a nurse right here in the top. A nurse can tell you. There's two nurses in there right now. Right now they can tell
See,
you.
one person said I would give, another person said they wouldn't give theirs.
Oh.
So
Who said that?
see in the chat.
That's the same person.
No,
Oh.
one person said they would, one person said that's why I said it depended on the person.
Oh.
If it's a person that has been good to you for all or most of your life, there's no problem in helping that person or giving that person, but not because you're a person or family or whatever. That don't qualify you for one of my
You see? What type of nurse? Yes, it do. It do go back. So you learned something tonight from Plumber TV.
See, Nurse James says she's not giving hers not so easy.
Nurse James. Nurse James. I thought you were a very religious person. You're out there to say like it seems like you people in the medical field have a different mentality. I thought you take out to save life.
But not at all costs.
At all costs.
No, not at all costs. You're out there to save life, but not at all costs. They have a quote that said, if
Nurse James, suppose you're in the same field, you're in the same predicament where you need a kidney. Would you accept one? Nurse James.
If I am trying to save a person that is drowning,
Yeah.
and I realize that
But
that
that's
person
different.
is
That's
drowning me,
But that's different.
this means that I'm
No,
not
but
going
that's
to drown
different.
me.
That's different. If I
So
can't
it's
swim,
not at all costs. It's not at all
if
costs.
you can't swim, you're not gonna water, so that's different.
It's not at all costs.
Like Chef can't swim, when you call for Chef, you can help me. Let me let John. But I already John.
That's why I am saying you have to qualify for my kidney.
And what is the qualification?
Yeah, you have to qualify. The
And what is it?
qualification is if you are a genuinely good person
Yeah.
to me, not just because we are blood relatives or maybe friend for one while or some form of association, that
Yeah.
will qualify you for it. And worse, if you are not even such a good human being neither, if the world would have benefit with you gone, why should I give you my kidney? You understand? If I'll have to do it if you deserve it, yes.
But you always bashful against woman, you know.
No, it's not.
You can't understand you're married.
I'm not
Because
saying with a woman.
You remember the time I asked you
I'm
the question? You remember the
just
time I asked you the
honest.
question that if you win the Powerball and you win 100 million and your woman need 99, you need $99 million to save your life, would you save your life? And you said no, you already make sure dead. You remember that?
You know woman.
You know what I'm saying last year? If you're ex-woman, I'm saying if you're ex-wife.
You said X.
Ex-wife.
Yes, you said X.
Ex-wife. Yeah,
That don't make no sense.
Or if you're ex-wife.
Yeah, X you say, yeah.
And you say no.
This is flat no.
So you already she dead.
You did nothing to do. Yeah, we can contribute to your funeral. Why would I give you, I win 100, why would I give you 99 to save your life when I could pay 10 and bury you? It might sound harsh, but it's the truth.
Boy, oh boy. Would you do that, Chef?
X, you say X. That
Yeah.
means we are no longer together. We are no longer an
Your
item.
ex.
It must be a reason
Say
why
you
we
win
break up.
the lottery tomorrow morning. You win 100 million. And your ex called you and said,
Nice, you call me.
Suppose you beat an ex. And your next ex call you and said, I need to do a surgery. It's $99 million to save my life. Would you do it?
It all
See,
depends
Nurse James saying X is X right out of my life. Yeah. It's
If
X.
me have, yeah, if my first ex-husband called me and said, Trev, I got a problem, I have the money,
Yeah.
I'm not hesitate.
Okay. And that me say.
Not hesitate.
And that me say. But you see it? That me say. Because
the X.
hmm?
But X is X for a reason.
But
It no matter
sometimes
if
it can be
you're
your
ex.
circumstances.
X is, that's what I tell you. I accept my circumstance in life. I am different from most people.
But you try saving some. You see.
I accept whatever circumstance come in life. I make that decision. So I am different from most people. If tomorrow or next year I am at the crossroad where the Almighty say, "Adiaso," it stop. But now go force it. Alright, so it stop.
But
I accept that. So X is X for a reason. Why should I save an X? The only if you decide to get back with your ex, well, that's different, yes. But if it's an X where you don't want nothing to do with, why would I try to save your life?
If I do one, I mean, I have nothing to do with that, can't call me boy.
Yeah, why would I try to save
But
your
me not
life?
talk that one there. Me talk the one with him. Wait, me not talk that one there. Because you have different X. You have different type of X. Me talk the one where when did they feel it when time went bad? Yeah, when you blow up milk out of milk can. You understand? You know, first time you have 2 holes in a milk can and you have to blow through it because sometimes you hard up in the bottom. Yes, me talk that. Huh? Like when did they feel? When you used to walk barefoot?
Yes.
You used to ride bicycle.
Right now, I say, Trev, me in a position, me need, I'm have it. Me not say no.
No, and you have 100 million.
So if you need 99, you never call me.
No, you need 99.
He knows you have it. He knows you have
You
it.
just win the lottery.
You just win the lottery.
I'm never give him 99. Me not be very crazy.
That's what it's alright. Alright. So alright. I am very savage.
You'd already die then.
Then if he die.
Yeah, it's not being savage.
9 million to save his life.
Ah.
No, if he needs some help, I'll be willing to help. But if me have 100 million and him one need 99. So last time we can't give him 199.
No.
Me care fee, but me not gonna give him all of what me have.
No.
I let me step closer.
Wow. Wow.
Can't work.
So
Cannot work.
I would do it.
No, sir, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I would do it. No, seriously, I'll do it. I do something similar to that one time.
We would never do that.
No man, but I do something similar to that one time. One time I go broke to help somebody.
Don't play you.
Yeah.
I went broke to help somebody else.
But no, I wouldn't do it because I learned. But before, yeah, I did it before. But no, I wouldn't do it. No, I go through therapy and counseling and told me to say, they teach me how to say no. But sometimes sometimes it doesn't work.
I think the 99 million we're going to spend and save your ex life, it would serve a better purpose after the ex die. You can use 10 or 20 million.
What kind of purpose it can serve?
Take care of the affairs after I'm gone.
But that don't make no sense.
Yeah, and it's still cheaper and it's still better. So
You never heard a story about the guy that give the kids them. He said to the kids, "All right, I can give a 10 candy now, or I give you 1 every day for the next 20 days." And all the kids said, "No, I want the 10 right now." Which one will you be? The one that get the 10 candy now, or the one that get 1 every day for the next 20 days?
I'll take the 10 now.
So that's the reason why you think like that.
No, it depends.
Yes, you find.
Depends.
Do you understand? That's the reason why.
depends.
People who do.
Look on it in a different
Somebody online
terms.
who's a mental health specialist. I wonder if she's still on there.
Look on it in a different way and in a different light. 20 days you're gonna get one candy
Oh, seems like she offline.
for the 20 days. Each day you're gonna eat one candy. At the end of the 20 days, you might end up with no candy. You getting 10.
She's still on there.
Maybe there's a chance that you can sell 5 out of the 10 candy and still turn the money and buy more and more candy, see, till you end up with maybe 100.
But if you take one listen now, if you take one every day for the next 20 days, you're gonna get 20 candy instead of 10.
Yes, but what about the prolonged period? You might end up put down the candy. Somebody.
But you know how you ever say.
You might end up eat one each day.
Alright.
It's just like with money.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of giving a person
$100
every day.
You know that most people that win the lottery and take the lump sum end up broke after a while?
Yeah, because they're not used to money.
Huh?
They're not used to money.
That's the category you fall into.
No.
Yes.
No, they don't use
Because
money.
you want the instant gratification right away. You want it right now.
Yeah, they're not used to money. It's just like giving
Take
a
a
person
bit
a
there.
fish or teaching them to fish.
Make a comment. Let's see if he's still there.
Mental wealth person.
Yeah. There is a mental wealth person here, so I'm seeing if he's still online. He can maybe help arthritis with mental health because I think arthritis have a mental health problem.
That not doing no mental health.
You don't think so, Chev?
To do with it.
No, sir, leave arthritis alone, sir.
Chev.
I want thing for doing no mental
So
health.
anybody is here can go over to
Anytime.
Chev's online and subscribe and like and share. Yeah, I'll be over there sometime in the night. We'll be talking. So yes. So if you miss me on my live, it's my second live. I'm over at Trevor's.
Yeah, tell them it is.
Yes, so that's where I'm at sometime. Yeah, hanging out and talking. So yeah. So mental wealth, she's maybe offline. Yeah. But that's what wrong with a lot of us people. We want instant gratification. We don't like to grow. We don't want to grow from a small mustard seed to be a big mustard tree. And I think that's where most of the problem, most of what's going on now in society, I think that's where the problem is. We got to learn to grow. You understand? You got to learn to help. Give somebody a kidney if they need a kidney. Yes. Give somebody a piece of your lungs if they need a piece of lungs. You know?
That's a serious decision.
What?
Yeah, man, that's a serious decision.
Yes, you're saving somebody's life. That's why it's serious.
That's a serious decision.
That's why I say it's serious, because it's saving somebody's life. You understand? You're gonna save somebody's life. That's why it's a serious decision.
Serious decision.
You guys don't think that's real? You are saving somebody's life. So
Well, if the life worth saving that much to you, you go ahead and do it.
huh?
There's no guarantee that life is going to be safe.
Yeah.
Then suppose that life is yours.
You know that we get life so we can lose it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but sometimes you can
And you
expand,
will
you can
lose it.
extend it.
Yeah.
Huh?
We live so that we can die.
Yeah, but we also get sick and we go to the doctor to get treatment. So, well,
To get better.
yeah.
To get better, but there comes a point when you can't get better.
Yeah.
And when you can't get better, you have to
But-
just accept your
Yeah,
fate.
you just have to accept your fate. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, just accept your fate and say, well,
Yeah,
That's it.
there is,
There's a point where you
I
just have to
understand,
accept your
I
fate.
understand that point. But what if there's a way that you can expand it to the next 20, 30 years?
Oh, you're gonna, well, if there is a way to expand it, then by all means.
But that's what I'm saying. But if you get a kidney, you can also live a nice, normal, healthy life for the next 10, 20 years.
If you get a kidney,
Yes.
if is the operative word.
Yes.
If
Right.
you
So
get
if you and arthritis think because if you give me one, you're gonna die under the knife, then I'm gonna die and you're not gonna see me anymore. So you guys just selfish.
No, it's
no,
not
your
selfish.
memories.
Huh?
You're gonna have them kill you.
It's not very selfish.
Yeah, you're gonna kill me because I don't give you
I'm
what I
going to
need
die.
to
No,
save.
no. That's how this thing work, my friend.
We are going to die.
Really?
Uh-uh. That's not how it is.
Okay. Well, me I always think life first and whatever come after, come after.
We are
That's
going to die.
that's my belief. Maybe I'm
Everybody is going one way or the other.
huh?
I said, he says we all are gonna die. I say, yeah, one way or the other.
Okay.
Everybody's going to die one day.
And if it's the case where I need a kidney and there's nobody to donate, you just have to accept your fate.
Yeah,
That's it.
And just that's what the thing said.
And just like, you didn't come here to turn stone. Everybody would want to live 1,000 years, but you weren't permitted that. So
It's not possible.
it's not possible. So some get 70, some get 10, some get 20. It's just what you get. You just have to accept what you get.
You just accept what you get, take it and keep moving.
Yeah. If you can extend it, well, good. And if you ask somebody for it and they don't want to, I don't think you should kill that person because it's a hard decision. Because there's no guarantee that that person is going to live and don't need the next one further on in their life.
But that's what I'm saying. There's no guarantee anyway about anything. But if you can help somebody,
Yes,
you know, you help.
Yeah, worse if the person is a good person to you or.
But that's what I'm saying.
But it's a difficult decision.
I would do it, but not for a stranger. I would do it for somebody I know, but not for a stranger.
But I'm for a stranger.
No, I don't know. No, I don't walk off the street. I'm not Mother Teresa. I don't walk off the street and I would just volunteer for a stranger. But like somebody I know, yes, I'll do it. Yeah.
Well, I don't promise to give nobody none of my body parts unless if I'm brain dead and they want to harvest my organs because I am brain dead.
Yeah, that's a different case.
That's a totally different situation. But I am not going to give up my organs.
That's
Sorry.
the next thing. That's the next thing I always tell people. What if like you're brain dead and you're on life support? Would you want your family to keep you on life support or?
It all depends on the extent of the injuries. So if there is a promise that chances are I might come back to, then fine. But if there is no
what if you're going to come back to, but you're not going to be 100%?
Well, I heard of too many stories.
Go on and give somebody else a kidney, them and the heart, man.
I heard of
that's what I said too. If I'm not going to come back 100% or even
your memory than a burden.
Even 90%, yeah, you're going to be a burden. That's why
Yeah.
all the while I say to people and they say, "Boy, you're too savage and you're too." What is the truth? If I'm not going to come back 100, what the sense come back? Take me off life support.
I heard of story where people in coma for 20 years and come back with a coma.
Then I would have been a burden on my family for that 20 years.
No. When you're in a coma, you're in a hospital settings. You're probably a nursing home. But I heard of people who come out of coma and I heard of a lady that going to have baby and it was in coma for like 21 years and then she alright, she come back out for 21 years.
Me not dream for them life there. Those are that kind of recovery is not attractive to me.
So if you're in coma, just pull the plug.
Just let me go.
That's how
Let me
I
be a
think.
memory, not a burden.
Just let me go. I don't want to stay and be a burden to nobody.
You
No.
know,
Worse you gonna come back and be a vegetable or can't live.
Yeah, my children must come look at me every day.
Yeah, like everybody. That's
No,
I don't want to leave that memory of myself for and nobody. I would rather pull the plug. Like give me a maximum 1 month. That's where I put it. 1 month, everybody get to come visit or who get to go and grieve or whatever, and then just cut it off.
And then call it a day.
Call it a day.
but
That's how I think. Just call it a day.
most people go in coma like for 21 days, 30 days, 10 days, 5 days.
But not just coma. What if you're injured a certain way and you're going to come back crippled and damaged in certain way that you can't live a full life? What is the sense of you keeping that person on life support, knowing that they're going to come back and be?
What if you come back but your mental, like your head is there, you know, everything, but
what kind of life that?
Huh?
What kind of life that?
You're still alive?
No, I don't want that type of life. I don't know for others, but I don't want that type of life. I don't want that. If I am in an accident and I'm in the hospital and they're going to patch me up and I'm going to come back and can't live a good functioning life. I don't want that type of life. It makes sense I think it makes sense you just accept your fate, because you're going to be miserable, your family going to be miserable, you're going to be a burden for the rest of your life. Like the good life where you did live already, kind of accept that.
So I know you don't believe in insurance, but that's the reason why a lot of people buy insurance and stuff like those. So you see why people buy insurance?
But you're not talking about the insurance. I'm talking about
No, but I'm saying
when me lose, alright, me lose my 2 leg and my 2 hand. What would insurance have to do to me?
If you lose a 2 leg and a 2 hand, just kill up.
What sense?
Huh?
What is sense?
You know, people function and normal.
You give me $1 billion. How that will help?
No, not with $1 billion. People who have a normal life, they don't have any hand and no leg.
It's who born that way.
No, people who.
I am already.
People go to war and they lose are in a car accident, lose their hand, lose their foot, and they still function, they still get up and go to work.
That's people. For me, I don't want that. I don't want to live like that. So that's why I would tell my family, if I am in a vegetable state, pull the plug.
For me, life is life.
Don't keep me on life support.
Life is life.
No, but what's the quality of life? What quality of life? If you're going to live and you're just surviving, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. If you can't function, it makes no sense.
You believe in that, Jeff?
Yes, I agree.
Huh?
I agree with him. Yeah, let me go.
Yeah, it makes no sense. What is sense you're just surviving and you can't?
What's the sense of living like that?
Yeah, what is sense? That's all the while I see that I always ask people. I think it's cruel.
I think it is cruel too.
I don't. Majority of people might think it's different, but I think it's cruel. Me knowing you and I.
That person deteriorating.
Yes, just watch you deteriorate for 20 more years until you die. You're still going to die. Well, I think it's cruel. If it's in a case where you're going to come back and can live.
So you never can talk.
I think it's cruel.
even if you can talk and
It is cruel, and I wouldn't want it for myself.
you can talk to your kids, you can see
I
them.
don't want that. Don't want that. I want to
We're
leave
not
the good
living, we
memory.
just existing.
Remember me in my good state. Don't remember me, because what most people all remember is the last part of your life. That's what they're going to remember. If you can live for 100 years, most of your memories is going to be in the last 10 years of your life or 20 years of your life. So if you had an accident at 60 and become in a vegetative state for until you are 80, it just that would all of the rest of your life, that all a person going to remember of you is you being sick and they're deteriorating until you're dead.
But at least you can get to know your grandkids.
You don't want to know
Oh,
them.
you
I
already know
don't
them. You're
want
not
them
gonna
to
know
know me
you,
like
but you're
that.
gonna know them.
Hmm? But at least
They
they
will
can
know
remember.
No, I
you.
don't
So,
want them to know me like that. I don't want them
say,
to know
yeah,
me
and
like
come
that.
hear about you.
Yes, come
Okay.
and hear about me and hear that I had a good life and all what I could have done. I don't want to just lie down on one bed and look. And that's all I can do and be a burden every day. Somebody have to come and take care of you. And like even people who love you are gonna get tired of you after a while. I don't want that. If you can't
I
live
agree.
and function, at least I tell majority of people, if I reach a stage that I cannot take care of myself, let me go. Because I don't want to live like that. Because it don't sense delaying something that is inevitable. You are going to die at some point. Why the sense you living in pain? You're going to have to be taking medication every day. You're living and you're going to be in pain every day. After that, what's the sense? What's the sense of that life? That life don't make no sense. It makes no sense. So if you can live a nice life and then you die, that to me that's a better life than you being in a one
Vegetarian state.
68 year and have to be on medication just to survive and people have to be bathing you, taking care of you, all that for yourself. No, that's not a good way to go. The thing is best you just accept your fate at that point in time. Say, this
I just call
is
it a day.
yeah, this is how I was meant to go. Cause to me, that's no life.
Well, we'll probably have to catch this the next night
That's
because
no life.
it's kind of.
Cause the first time I start to think like that is what one time I met this old white guy with a work together and like he had cancer and like he couldn't majority of things that he couldn't eat, he couldn't do, and then I just like the doctor stopped him for a smoke and like he was saying that that's the last enjoyment I have in life. But so that's the last thing he have that he enjoys in smoking. So just say you what he smoke every day and he just dead. I'm like from then I respect him for that because like what is sense? In prolonging this, I know that at the end of it you're going to die anyway. What the sense of prolonging it? Enjoy yourself and just you know that all right. If you don't enjoy, you might live 2 more years, but you still have 4 years. Enjoy the 4 year and dead at the end of the 4 year. Instead of you got 8 and the last 4 you're suffering for the last 4. Makes no sense. That's how I look at it.
Well, you see different from me. I look at it. Life is life.
So,
Once you can speak and
so that's not
conscious of
for
what's
me.
going
That's not
on,
life.
Because now you can get prostrated. You can get foot, you can get hand, you know.
It's a
So
life for me, bro.
yeah, you can get wheelchair now, you can climb up step, you can do whatever you want to do. You know? Life is life, and I'm for life.
It's
You know?
different. It's got for a person that used to function normal. It's gonna be very hard. Going to be extremely hard, especially in the early stage.
Okay. And that's the only reason why, because
It's not about the hard. The thing that people born and dead. People live for 1 year, 2 year and dead. It's just life. The hand we get. You just have to play the hand we get. Just so life.
all right, so we're gonna leave the live for our next night. So, Chev, thank you for
Anytime, my friend,
come
anytime.
over, and I'll be over at your live tomorrow when you're ready again. So, thank you to come out and give your opinion.
Anytime, anytime.
Yes, thanks for all the people that stop over. Um, yep.
Thanks
So,
to Dr. Arthritis.
Dr.
Alright,
Arthritis
thanks,
in
man.
the
Thanks.
place here. And
We'll link up again next time.
yes, he said we'll come on your program.
Remember you and I gotta talk off the air, right?
Yeah, we'll come on your
Alright.
program tomorrow. Alright, so yeah, so signing out. So subscribe, like, share, comment, Plumber TV, and we'll come with a different topic, a different day, a different night. Go over to Chev Unstoppable and subscribe, like and share. Yes.
All right, thank you so
And
much,
Nurse
my friend.
James, big up to Nurse James. Yes, thank you to come over to Plumber TV and watch and comment and keep it going. So hopefully, yeah, next time we'll be here with the same topic. We keep it going until we get a resolution from arthritis. Yeah, one love, one love, one love, one love. Thank you for watching Plumber TV. These are that, yeah. Plumber TV, thanks for watching,
Hello?
and hopefully next time. Peace out.